Go. Hello, and welcome to our Vampire the Masquerade 5th Edition Chronicle, Vancouver by Night, Delve into Darkness. As a warning, this is a mature game and explores some dark and troubling themes. These may include body horror, gore, violence, loss of character agency, gaslighting, mind control, and many others. Our players have discussed consent and boundaries, and we collectively avoid situations that may be triggering. The players will always let me know if anything gets uncomfortable by using yellow and red cards in our private chat. If you as a viewer ever feel uncomfortable or triggered, please pause and step away. Our streams are available on YouTube after the game, so you can always come back to an episode if you feel ready. First, I'd like to thank our sponsor, Mikhail Artoria, who creates these beautiful dice boxes. Please visit him on Instagram and check them out. I got my storyteller. There we go. Storyteller one. And I will put the link, it's that way, in the chat for Mikhail Artoria to go and visit them, throw money at them, and get one of your dice boxes. Next up is Martlet Games. Martlet Games is a collective of tabletop veterans dedicated to producing quality content for multimedia like here on Twitch to one-shots, modules, and full-fledged game lines. They are also available for commission work or consultations to help you make your next tabletop project see completion. Investing in the World of Darkness fan community is just one approach Martlet Games is to walking the threads betwixt the worlds and sample the heady chaos found on those paths. So, like the super dark Umbra, like.
So the chaos is heady down there?
Yeah, apparently.
It's like a thick porter.
Yeah.
Okay.
Somebody didn't know how to pour beer.
It's the Guinness of sampling something. I don't know.
The Guinness of Oblivion.
Gin Oblivion?
So returning the favor on their Patreon or spreading the word of Lock far and wide ensures your place among the records of history. And now our other sponsor is Dogmite Games. Dogmite Games is the best gaming company you've never heard of. They combine craftsmanship with artistry to create truly unique pieces of functional art.
Yeah, it's back there.
Yeah, mine's back there.
Behind the green screen. It's dope. That's what you need to know.
Oh, yeah. They're amazing. They're fantastic.
From dice boxes and rolling trays to fully sculpted Valhalla screens for GMs, each piece is created on site in their workshop in Michigan by a devoted team of craftsmen, and I have the gangrel one. So check them out, and I will have the links in the chat. I believe they actually have a fidget spinner D20 that they're doing right now. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. It's pretty awesome.
Interesting.
Because you spin it, and then I think you can like press down on it to make it stop, and then like it'll have like the readout.
Interesting.
So now it's time to introduce our vampires, and we'll start over here with our special guest, and that is Kat.
Hi, I'm Kat. I am playing Junie, a Tremere that is obsessed with Dungeons and Dragons and a whole bunch of other tabletop RPG games.
We'll get into that in just a second. Next up in that particular order is Cliff.
Afternoon or evening, folk. My name is Cliff. I'll be playing Duran Giovanni, your simple and casual tailor who is apparently learning new stuff today.
Yep. Mike.
Hey, Mike. He, him. I will be playing Mordecai. He, him. And he's happy that there are pictures in the books.
Sure. Prince.
Everybody, I'm Prince, aka Doubles the Dice around the internet. I'm playing Ja Kato, your friendly neighborhood Banu Hakim assassin, who is interested in what memes we can make out of this. He's finally learned how to pronounce memes. Yeah, the kids corrected him. They didn't like it very much.
Memes.
Memes.
And Joanna.
Hello, my name is Joanna, and I will be playing Abigail, your techie Tremere this evening. She, her for both of us, and she's just excited that she finally gets to play D&D with her coterie because she's been wanting to do that for a while.
And this guy's storyteller, Steve. So check out the links over there. To preface this particular episode, we had been dropping hints for several times before this about having everybody in the coterie get together for a Dungeons and Dragons / team building exercise. This will be separate from our main timeline because this is just a fun episode. It's just going to be one of those, like, we're going to get together, roll some dice, and see what comes of it. But it's going to be the main coterie of Delve into Darkness, the vampires, playing Dungeons and Dragons. And somebody popped something in the chat. Yes, and it's basically kind of a beach episode. But also, Sara isn't able to join us for this particular episode, so we will put her stuff up in the chat as well. She will be returning to us hopefully in the next episode, which will be the next season. Or after the mid-season break. Right, we just had the mid-season break. Running several games is confusing. So, to preface this episode a little bit more, everyone in the coterie has been contacted by Cassius, possibly through Abigail, to gather at Golden Age Collectibles, which is another real location in Vancouver. It's on Granville Street, to participate in a team building exercise of playing Dungeons and Dragons, as that is something that Abigail definitely wanted to do, and right now Abigail is dealing with a cat. So, and Jude, during this particular episode, will not be able to make it due to the fact that she's probably getting her ear talked off by her ghoul about Ron Perlman. It happens.
As one does.
Yeah. So we will have everybody start to kind of arrive at Golden Age, which I'm going to guess Junie has already been there for probably about an hour or so at this point, like making sure things are prepared. How would Junie prepare kind of the back room of Golden Age?
She sets up her DM screen, which is a carved wooden DM screen by Druid Craft Designs out of Eau Claire, Wisconsin. And so she has that set up, and she has her books that have pictures in it set up, i.e. the Player's Handbook and the Dungeon Master's Guide and the Monster Manual. And then she has her large bag of dice sitting on the table, open.
So Golden Age is on Granville, which is kind of midtown / West Endish. It's pretty much where West End becomes West End. So next up in arriving would probably be Abigail or Duran.
Abigail would have been at the Chantry, so she would have been there pretty quickly.
Okay,
it's not too far.
So you come in. It's the standard kind of comic shop. There's comics and rows of comics, and there's a staircase up on the right-hand side when you, like, after you go past the glass cases with the collectibles in them, you would go up a staircase, and that would be kind of the back room of Golden Age.
Oh, hello, Junie. How are you this evening? I'm so glad we're finally getting to play this.
I've been waiting. I'm good. Just getting everything set up. I gotta go see if I have some extra minis to represent your characters.
Oh, lovely. We're going to be playing with minis. I've heard about these. They're like little... And you can order them online, can't you? Like specific ones?
Yes.
Oh,
yes.
Very, very cool. Yes. Excellent.
You can paint them too if you want to, but
oh, interesting.
and Duran would probably be the next one to arrive.
I'll be drifting through the downstairs very slowly because stuff.
There's a lot of
comics and
Yeah.
games, I would assume, and miniatures and
Yeah.
paints and dice and all that. Yeah. So,
Pretty much a little bit of anything.
yeah, I would have to kind of float through very, very slowly and kind of look at stuff and just take in this new dorkity that I have just been introduced to, this nerdness that has been unfamiliar. I've heard of this stuff, but now I'm experiencing it, and this is interesting.
You've been told that basically, the layout of the store and where to go up the stairs, and right beside where you would go up the stairs, I know this because I've been to Golden Age like a billion times, there is a graphic novel set that kind of catches your eye called The Walking Dead.
Oh, see, yeah, I'll be stopping and flipping through a couple of pages first just to kind of go, wait, what do they? That's not how this works. That's kind of interesting, though. Okay, mobs of, so all of society turns.
You're flipping through.
I wonder if Giovanni wrote this.
And that's probably when Ja would appear.
I suspect Ja would be very much like Duran in this place, because Ja has been acclimating to pop culture and reading comic books. He knows who Superman is and seen the Star Wars movies. The original trilogy is the best trilogy, by the way. And he's wandering around the store. It's like, okay, I've been putting some new stuff in my apartment. This could look cool. I think that'd actually be a nice touch. Oh, yeah. I have a thing to do. Mission. Stay to the mission, Ja. And he goes up to the table.
And I think since storyteller Steve is now off dealing with that same cat, I think Abigail would introduce Ja to Junie. So Ja, this is Junie. She's from our chantry, and she's going to be our DM for today, the dungeon master for our game today.
Yes. I will explain everything to you. And if you have any questions, please ask. Oh, did you get the dice that I sent you?
Yes,
Oh, wait.
dice.
Pretty.
Excellent. Yes.
Indeed.
Mhm,
So green.
mhm.
You're very, very red. I like them very much.
Thank you. You're welcome.
Feels pretty balanced.
I mean, she lifts her dice bag up. Let me drop my books on the table.
Oh my-
Her dice bag up. It has pockets.
Oh my goodness.
All the dice that you can imagine.
That is a lot of dice.
So you're what they
is.
call a dice goblin.
Yes, I am a dice goblin.
Oh, that's a thing. Oh, interesting. Okay. Dice
Shiny
goblin.
math click clacks.
Yeah. I mean, I guess math, angles, yada, yada, yada. You need to learn all that when you're in my line of work, so.
It's at that point that Mordecai would probably be sauntering in.
With Mercy in tow. I'm not going anywhere without Mercy these days. And does the same thing. He kind of wanders through, looks at various comic book poster rack with all the ones that you flip through, and the racks upon racks of comics and the t-shirts and this is not the dungeon I was expecting. Mercy, I think I've been misled.
Oh, this is not that type of dungeon. This is like Dungeons and Dragons. It's make-believe. You have to pretend.
Team building.
Yes, team building.
Okay. All right. Yes. I want to. You know what? Those are, and I'd probably spy Duran still leafing through the.
Oh yeah,
Walking
completely
Dead.
engrossed in
I got them all over the table.
It's like, okay,
What
how
have
many
we-
volumes are there? I
Oh.
think I need them all.
Is this an autobite?
This is
How accurate are they?
This is not even close, but they're an amazing story. The humans keep winning. It's kind of weird.
Oh well, here's one with a tiger in it. That looks fun.
See, and there's they hide in the very first one. They hide in a tank. Why do they hide in the tank and not use it? I do not know.
They don't know how to use the tank.
Possible. See that.
How hard can it be?
Yeah. As I remember, it is not an easy thing.
It's like 2 sticks. It's not. It's like it's a front end loader with
See,
punch.
it's a big gun on threads, but still, see, but
All right.
This is not sandwich. We can't just charge it to Cassius. Dang it! I'm going to have to use my own money.
Sorry. Mordecai turns to Mercy. Love. Guesses are. Do your quick perimeter sweep. Buy all of these for Duran, and then.
Grazie.
I mean, I'm sure it'll be an interesting read.
See,
Nothing else will be entertainment.
they are a little late before.
And all of the Dungeons and Dragons things.
All of them, sir?
Yeah, that's fine. Just buy it.
All right.
All the books.
Buy the books.
Yeah, you're going to have quite the bill at the end of this, because she's going to buy like literally everything that says Dungeons and Dragons. You're going to have
Maybe one
mugs,
of everything.
mugs, like the little candy things that look
Paraphernalia.
kind of like a D20, like just everything.
Books.
Books, yeah. T-shirts.
One of everything. Maybe one. Actually, 3 of all the T-shirts.
You didn't
Actually,
specify
no, buy all the
that
T-shirts.
before she wandered off. She's buying
Right.
everything.
So you are setting up a different kind of dungeon room at the
I
mentioned?
Apparently, I'm
a games
expanding-
room that has a different kind of game going on.
Yeah,
One
I
where
mean,
people don't chase each other around a table. That's kind of courageous of you.
Well, let's
Senior
find out.
Strickland.
Actually, there might be chasing still.
See, these dice thing and the paper thing. I read the. We'll talk as we're going upstairs. I read the character. Apparently, I'm supposed to not like the undead.
Well, that's going to be awkward.
That's going to be I'm pretending.
Pretending.
It is an imagination thing.
I'm
guessing.
no, I can't say it. The D word is apparently not great now. I am a little people.
When did you become a little people?
It's a. When watching movies, though, apparently the little people in the movies have Scottish accents.
And Abigail probably would have heard this because you're
DNA?
coming up. Lord of the Rings, yes.
Yeah,
Oh, I haven't watched
yes.
that yet.
there's a whole bunch of
Yes.
them in the one.
Tolkien was such a dear. Just
I
such a
have that-
nice
They all
man.
argue about gold.
I have that on a list. I have yet to watch that. I never
But the
got to
little
meet
people.
Tolkien.
There's even littler people in it, which is confusing because they're all little people.
So there's
The
little people
hobbits.
and
Harry
littler
Pete.
people.
But there's a dragon, though.
There's Smaug.
And Abigail's going to introduce Mordecai and Duran to Junie. So this is
Junie.
Junie. She is from our Tremere Chantry, and she is going to be our dungeon master for this evening.
Yes. I will be your dungeon master, and I will answer any questions about any of the pre-gens that I have for you today.
A Tremere running a dungeon. Why is that stereotypical?
Now, Duran.
Okay.
He said it.
Is
It wasn't
Junie
his
dressed
time.
exactly the way?
She's wearing a purple suede leather jacket, and her hair is put in a back in a bun, and it looks like she had just got off a motorbike, which is true. Motorcycle, whatever.
A quick sort of. Mordecai's looking for something. Around the table.
Mordecai's- What is he looking for?
A cat o' nine tails.
There isn't one.
He's determined determined to find the BDSM part of this
Mordecai,
dungeon.
Mordecai, sit down.
He knows it's here somewhere.
Mordecai,
will find
sit
it.
down.
I mean, this could be technically used as a flogging weapon. I like give it to you and put it on your hand. Pardon me. And you're like, it's like about 5 pounds.
Now, I have to see about getting more of these little dice. They're like caltrops. You
Indeed.
leave a mess
That
of
was
them
what
in
I
the living
thought.
room. See, you scatter them in the living room. People with, who are not wearing hard shoes,
Huh.
it'll be like stepping on Lego.
Peggy would probably. Oh, never mind.
She probably already has.
She's probably enchanted them.
These things are D4s, Duran. These are caltrops. It's like stepping
See.
on Legos.
See,
Yes.
these
Stepping.
are the ones. The others,
Oh,
I mean,
People give these to their children.
When you step on them,
Yes, they do.
do they do a D4 in damage?
They do it. Well, they probably do more in damage. The math of doing it in. I'm not going to get into that subject right now. How much is 1 point of damage to a kindred? That's the thing.
You probably have to
How
double
much?
it.
How much is it with in real?
I don't know. It's pretty super.
so like being stuck with a pencil
Yeah.
in the wrong place.
Yeah.
See,
There's a right place to be stuck with a pencil.
Oh,
Looks like the shop has a
if
cat.
you want a kindred to shut up, see.
Fair enough.
And it's at that point when Cassius appears behind Junie.
I just
Just
sit there.
appears.
Yeah, he just appears behind where Junie is.
She puts her hand back to try to grab his hand.
Is he really wearing a cape?
It's actually
Big
a
opera
hood.
cloak.
He's getting into the spirit of things.
I am playing
Cassius.
a wizard.
Oh, that's a
Cassius?
stretch.
Wait,
Wasn't
oh,
that a
wizard.
masquerade breach?
No. This is separate from the other part of the store.
Okay.
Or is it a...
Warlock.
Wait, let me check this character sheet. It's a... Warlock?
Warlock. Yes.
Oh, that's so much better.
The high elf warlock.
Yes.
hmm That
I
is
think
one of
if you
the.
ever told a warlock that they were a wizard,
I
they'd
almost
fight
picked
you.
that one actually.
They'd
My
probably fight you.
my favorite thing with playing a warlock is using Eldritch Blast all the time.
I have no
Such
idea
a
what
good
that is.
spell.
I've
Is
seen
that-
some Tremere that use something that's almost similar to Eldritch Blast.
Is that like Lure of Flames?
No, it's like a laser, but from your finger. Or through a wand.
Abigail, make a note.
Already made. I would like to. Yes,
Yeah.
my
we'll-
studies.
We'll
Mhm.
have to
I,
see
should,
if
I,
we can
I
do
can come
that.
help you with that at some point.
Yes,
Mhm.
we'll
Yes,
make this
yes,
happen.
Junie, yes.
Mhm.
Well,
Mhm.
this will be a chantry project.
Yes, yes. Definitely. Anyways. I made you all pre-gens. Some of you picked some of them. And some of you have questions on some of them. If you have questions, please ask now and we can get started after that.
We should all sit down first.
Yeah, oh, they should sit down too. And she's sitting, she's just like, whatever. That too. So sit around wherever you want to sit.
I am hearing words and they are English, but some of them I do not understand how they are going together. But that is okay. I will
They were
learn.
in Italian,
I will
Mr.
I will
Giovanni.
learn as we go. I have a feeling some of these words are not available in Italian.
They might be. They might translate. I know there is an Italian translation of Dungeons and Dragons.
Bien.
Oh, we'll
There-
have
any
to order
language-
that for you,
almost-
Mr. Doran.
Almost any language.
A
I
lot
think
of the
in-
languages have been translated to, if I recall.
Yeah. So we can definitely get you an Italian translation of the books.
All right, so I have a question. I have a rogue, and it says here detect magic. Does it mean that I can also do magic?
hang on a minute. Let me look here. Bringing up
And
your
what kind?
character
Do I
sheet.
have to like bite my wrist to do this kind of magic, or is it like what? Do I have to use vitae?
No, you just roll your dice that I gave you.
Oh no! But I mean, but does my character, the character that I'm playing, this rogue, does
yeah.
does the rogue have to bite its wrist or bite its lip?
Nope.
Or...
This is
No. Oh.
all make believe.
Oh! No! I know it's make believe. I'm just wondering if my character, the rogue, if the rogue in make believe world would use vitae to create the magic that they're creating, or like how does that even work? How do you create magic without vitae?
They just don't use vitae. They use it's innate within them.
Maybe they're
Oh.
like those mages.
It's
See,
like
like
those
the
mages.
mages who do
Oh,
stuff
like
without the blood.
Oh,
yeah.
that's new. Okay, this is interesting.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, some of our rituals do not use blood among the families.
Hmm.
I'm playing a
Interesting.
druid, and I can talk to animals.
Like the
Yeah.
Nosferatu.
What are you playing?
A druid?
You are playing. Okay, you're playing the Tiefling Druid.
Yeah,
I'm
so
gonna
I'm
explain.
a devil person who can talk to animals.
Yes, you are a devil person that can talk to animals.
Why would animals want to talk to a devil?
Can you explain why your Tiefling decided to become a druid? Do you know what a
Hanging out
Tiefling
with
is?
the wrong people, I think.
So you
or the
would
right
be a
people,
Nosferatu.
depending.
So,
No, Cassius, we are never going to be friends.
in order for a Tiefling to happen, either you have an ancestor with your character's background. One of your ancestors was a devil or a demon, and it trickled down, and that your human parents had you. In the case of your character, also it could be your parent had relations with a demon or a devil, and you came about.
So Rosemary's Baby.
Yeah, I suppose. Those are the two options to get a tiefling, and there's various types of tieflings within the game. I just picked the most basic one because it's the most easiest to explain.
Okay, so...
But there is some racism in certain towns against tieflings because they view it as a bad omen. So you could have been kicked out and raised literally by wolves.
Cool.
Mm-hmm. And that's
So-
why you talk to animals.
So I would assume then, first of all, what is an orc? And
Orc?
secondly, an orc is also discriminated against because I'm reading this and he wears disguises to be a different race.
Yes. It is,
So people do not like orcs.
Not necessarily, no. There are, in how I set up my worlds, orcs are the type of race that are considered the best chefs of the world. They make the best food possible, and people seek them out to make them the most delicious meal. So
Well, everyone says that about the Italians, except of course the French, but we know that they lie.
okay, so
So I can. So he's a chef then. He knows food.
yeah, he'll know food. It's just that when we eventually do run this, it will be sort of set in my world that I have built, and orcs are technically the chefs. They like to cook and stuff, but in your case, I just made whatever. So
I played an
Some
orc in World of
creatures.
Warcraft. They were pretty cool.
Tiene.
they kind of
So
look
you
like
played World
that,
of
actually.
Warcraft?
Yeah, this is how you catch up on the cultures.
The video game
jump
thing.
into video
See,
games.
okay, I have seen images and okay, I think I know what you're talking about now.
I
Big
play World of
burly,
Warcraft
big teeth.
too.
Green. Like,
Yeah.
they kind of reminded me of the Incredible Hulk.
Dental
except weird
issues.
faces.
Yeah. fangs have decided they're this way as opposed to this way.
How do you disguise so that you look like another race if you have these big teeth sticking out of the side of your face?
You just roll. Maybe you don't. Maybe you have the little tiny fangs that go up this way, or fangs, but tusks, little tusks that go up.
I mean, according to the TikTok
And I
videos,
still well,
you
this
can
is
do some
imagination.
amazing things.
Yeah,
with
it is
makeup.
imagination. So there's
Amazing
ways
things.
to roll, and you explain how your characters is disguised.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's it's basically just some theater. Basically, we're just doing some improv. Interesting.
Yeah, a lot of improv is involved in this.
Like, whose line is it anyway?
Definitely.
Oh yes,
like,
yes,
like-
that one.
See,
And
I-
I know
I'm
very
not
heavily
invited.
like there's a lot of tabletop games that are played on online that you can watch too if you need inspiration.
Oh,
Or I could just Google Wayne Brady.
Yeah.
there was a Abigail. Weren't you mentioning something about critical something?
Critical Role, yes.
Critical analysis something.
Critical. It was Critical Role. Jar told me about Critical Role, and then I looked it up, and I think we were discussing Mage Hand at one point too.
Well, Mage Hand, you just like cast. It's a cantrip, and you don't expend a spell slot. That's another thing in the game is you have to keep track of your spells in order to not run out of them, because you only get
Oh.
a set amount of spells.
Well, that's interesting, because I think we have, like, I don't do it because it's frowned upon, like, but Mage Hand is similar to something that we do have as Tremere. So I
Movement of the
think
mind,
that these
yes.
Yeah.
Dungeons and Dragons people must have stolen it from us. It's such a masquerade breach.
Do the mages know that these games exist?
They must. They're
I would also
publicly
think that
available.
it might be. Is it a form of propaganda?
From what I understand, mages
Yes.
kind of have a masquerade that's similar to ours.
Hmm.
So, do they know these games exist? Because that would
I
be a
would-
breach of their masquerade, wouldn't it?
I
So-
would feel like they would know. I feel like they would know. I don't know. I don't know any mages particularly.
We can
I-
ask that one next time we talk with her.
Oh yes. Let's ask her.
See,
Maybe she'll want to play in our group.
Oh, yeah, that. I would love to talk to a mage.
Yes. hanging
are
out
you
with
being
mages
sarcastic?
Seems like a wonderful idea.
I don't think it's.
Yay.
I
you know what?
suddenly don't
Let's
like this
invite
idea.
Magni and the Baroness too. We'll make it this
Mm,
big
yeah,
get
let's just
together
make it.
in the game store, and then we'll explain to the press how the entire block was raised flat.
Out of character like 3 times, Steve would be playing how many NPCs at this point?
Yeah, that would
You would
be.
hate us all.
Yeah, a rank 6 get a Fenris playing D&D. These dice keep rolling ones.
All right, so shall we start then, Junie?
Yes,
Is there
we
anything
should.
else that we need to know?
Oh,
No.
probably
Oh yes. What do you have a question, Duran?
no,
No?
not
Okay.
not the specific question. I am still a little confused and kind of up in the air, but that's okay. I will
Yeah,
pick
that's
it up as we go along, or I
So-
won't.
I made pre-gens for you all, and you picked
See,
them out of the list that or the stack that I sent you. They don't have names, so you all get to pick names for your characters.
Cassius.
Oh,
Your name's just can't. that's
I don't think that's how that works, Cassius. I think it has to be made up.
fine. Mhm.
Who said that wasn't made up?
You know what? I think I'm going to call mine Winston.
ah,
Isn't good. I mean, I had an Uncle Cassius at one point in time, too, and Cassius.
Oh, yeah, I'll call it Cassius.
Let's go with Lucifer.
Sure.
That
Morning
sounds
Star.
good.
That works.
I believe I shall call my orc's name I'm not calling him. He is calling himself because it is his name. Shall be Harcourt Krishna. You can call him Harry. Also known as the Hammer of Grabthor.
Hammer of Grabthor. Okay.
Is it just Hammer for short?
No, Harry. Harry works quite well.
Okay.
Harry.
Mr. Mordecai.
Mordecai has his
questions?
face in like 3 different books.
Yeah, I like have all my like books spread out on the table, and
He's got Xanathar's open. He's got the player's handbook open. He's got Tasha's open, and he's sort of flipping through, looking at all the different.
Pictures.
And just to see if he's got his phone. He's kind of flipping through some websites to find some dwarf names.
AKA looking at random
Or
name
something.
generators online.
yeah.
Basically.
The Warlock.
And Cliff out of game just broke me there because like by Grothball's hammer. What a save.
Oh, exactly.
A little warm wearing this. Pop this puppy off.
Yeah, that's what I did with the giant cloak. It was way too warm. And I was having to run around and chase after the cat, so yeah. Any luck, Mordecai?
Far too many names. Either these people are far too creative for their own good, and they've got far too much time on their hands.
Oh, just call him Snake Plissken. Snake
That was all
Plissken.
made with a
There.
like they just kind of merge words together.
I'm kind
Yeah,
of
I've
partial to
spent many
Snake
an hour
Plissken.
trying to name my
Snake
characters.
Plissken.
See, we are going to call your dwarf Snake Plissken. Does not matter
No.
what name you come up with.
And these are little people. We're not allowed to say dwarf.
See, aha, I'm sorry. We are going to call your little people Snake Plissken.
There's also races that are in D&D that are shorter than a dwarf. You have the gnome.
Littler people?
There's littler people than
What
the
are the
dwarf.
littlest people?
The gnomes or
This
the
point,
halflings?
pixies.
There are
Fairies?
pixies, but they're winged. Not doing winged. You can do winged creatures, but not right.
We're just going to wing
Wait,
it.
do the changelings know about this game?
I don't know. Maybe.
Hey, apparently
like
there is
this
a
is a-
changeling race.
I feel like there is a
Eberron.
changeling race. I feel like this was a joint effort game between people.
Are
if I
there
think about
vampires in this game?
it. There are.
What?
Yes.
Ooh.
Why are we not doing that then? Playing the vampires.
Cassie,
Then
would you
we
wanna
could
play
play
a
what we
vampire?
know.
I get to be a vampire every day.
Yes. You don't get to be a thief.
I like being
Oh.
what I am every day.
They're
There-
the bad guys.
There are
Cassie stands up
vampires.
and leaves.
And there are also dampiers, which are and I can't cast this. They're half vampires and half human.
Thin
Like
bloods.
Not like thin bloods, but like there was a
Like
child
Wesley Snipes.
produced
Oh,
between a
like
union.
Blade. Yeah.
Yeah.
That doesn't
Okay,
work.
that's a
fiction.
movie. That's a comic book in the movie.
Cassius comes back.
It does
and
not
he
work
sits
like that.
down, and he just you see him like putting away his phone. It's like, yeah, I
Oh.
just had to make a call.
Oh, okay.
At a game to report Dungeons and Dragons is a breach of the Masquerade to any Justicar who was listening.
Chris Perkins about to get it.
Chris Perkins disappears, becomes undead.
Met him out of character.
You
I
know
met
too
him
much.
in at a convention I went to.
Is he undead?
Knows too much.
Damn it.
So should we begin, Junie?
See,
I
how
believe
do we
anytime you're ready.
Okay.
step into this imaginary world?
Imaginary world. I have a module in hand here. It's called Temple of the Dragon Knights. And it starts off where you meet. But
Are
the
you the dragon
introduction
knight?
to the game is Venom Fang, a young green dragon, has recently perched herself in the burial ground of an ancient group of dragon slayers known as the Dragon Knights. As she hunts in a nearby forest, her kobold minions gather to raid the nearby town of Fallcrest.
Wait.
to- what?
Her cobalt minions?
Yes.
I thought she was
Cobalt.
green.
What?
Or isn't cobalt blue?
No, that's cobalt.
Oh, cobalt.
That's the color.
Oh,
Yeah.
I like the little
Kobold.
And
dog dragon
confused.
creatures.
are we the dragon?
Dragon
knights?
creatures?
Candles
So-
on their head in World of
So,
Warcraft.
if kobolds are dragon dog creatures, that is a mating much like the Dampier, which is the vampire human. What is not getting it on in this D&D thing?
Kobolds look like little draconic creatures. I'm trying to think of the ones that look like the dog ones. Those are I can't remember out of character. I don't care about the chaos. I love it.
It's okay. It sounds like half the races here because some of the races slept with others of the races, and somebody with an imagination went, "Hey, what happens
Apparently,
when?"
if it has holes, it goes in.
Why do we have half
And you
elves?
told me it wasn't that kind of game.
Half elves and half orcs and
See,
halflings
Senior
are a full
Strickland.
race and gnomes are I don't want to think about this, but
Well,
there's
Senior
also,
Strickland, it seems that there is dungeoning in the dungeoning.
it's probably
Delving.
God damn it.
kobolds are another race of there's the dragons and then there's like I call them mini dragons sort of, but they are a playable race. I just didn't pick them as the pre-gens this time because I have a lot of
Well,
pre-gens.
there is one. There's a dragon born, isn't there?
Yeah, there's a dragon born, and
Are they born of dragons?
They have a draconic ancestor, again like tieflings.
So a dragon slept with somebody. Okay, so
Yeah.
the dragon,
Probably.
everybody.
Sounds
They
like
just
the
don't have
dragons have a
tails.
problem.
Yeah, dragon and the dragonborns don't have tails. Just to let you know.
That
There's
would be
one.
awkward for pants.
Yes,
dragons
there is
are
one
like
that I'm
Zeus.
aware of in the Greetings Adventures podcast way back when with Tom the Dragonborn. He was the only one that had a tail.
Duran is
So-
just
Actually,
thinking like
you
a
know,
tailor.
that would be that would be a bit of a challenge, depending on how the tail is made, and if it came off the tailbone as you would think it would, the spine would continue
Capturing them
down.
out for spines. Then.
That
Do they have spines on the
The
especially-
tail
backs?
on the dragonborn is what.
And
you're
it depends on
talking about
how
there.
long the tail is. Does it meet the ground? Because then you're looking at the wear and tear on the fabrics.
would-
And on
would-
the
I would-
skin, if you
Would
Why
it
don't.
would
not
you
just
make a
be like a
fifth
different
leg out of the
limb? Wouldn't you just wrap that in fabric as well? Like,
See, but if it's dragging on the ground, dragging on the ground, then you have friction, and that's going to wear the fabrics. So even a really good
no,
fabrics
you cut
wear.
it off before that.
Oh, I see
It-
what
it's
you're
kind of
saying. Like
like-
like
You're gonna
like
cut
an
off the
extra-
dragon's tail.
It's
Like
like,
an extra
pants.
pant
you don't,
leg.
You don't have
See.
pants that
Oh,
have
see.
feet because that the friction on the ground, right? So you leave a little extra section.
See, I
Hmm.
see what you're saying. It would be interesting. It would be a bit of a challenge. I would have to think about this. It would be a bit of a challenge, but it would be interesting.
Flash
Yeah.
forward a couple days to Duran at his shop, like trying to attach a leg to the back end of a mannequin, trying to like figure out like the logistics of where the tail would come out.
Going to need a Samisi.
I told you she left down.
Well, I'll have to learn it myself then.
Fair enough.
Okay. So
So the army of kobolds, you were saying.
Venom Fang has kobold minions gather to raid the nearby town of Fallcrest to bring riches to themselves and their master, Venom Fang. But it seems Venom Fang and her minions may have a darker, more sinister purpose. Now,
What
this
would that
is a 4-hour adventure for it says 2 first to second level characters. I can make it not 2 level for 2 characters. I can make it for more characters because I know how to do this. You can find it available on, there's a website called DM's Guild and dmsguild.com, and you can buy your books on there if you want to. You can buy your PDFs, you can buy whatever. There's other sites attached to it, but this one is by somebody named Dawson Wood, And yeah, I bought this a while ago. I haven't gotten to play it properly.
Abigail
So-
quietly, while nobody's looking, she just goes on her phone and goes to the website and starts basically ordering everything and putting it on the Chantry tab. Well, tab, credit card, I should say.
All of a sudden, they're gonna be like, "Why is all these D&D mod? What?"
They really won't. Cassius has done this before.
Cassius. What?
Yeah,
Faking?
Cassius understands that random ass people from the Chantry decide to put shit on the Chantry's bill.
But just random ass people
We
from
gotta
the
look at
Chantry.
these spells to figure out if we can make these in real life. For stuff. So you're in a town of North Crest, and all your characters know each other.
That's handy.
That is handy. We're just gonna make it that you guys have been adventuring together for a while. You might have lost some people in the process because that's what happens with level 1 characters. People die and have to make new characters. So that's a tendency with this game. Not
Does
so
that
bad
mean
with
you're gonna
not so
kill
bad
us?
as Call of Cthulhu, but that's another game for another night. So you are all in the an inn. It is called the Flowing Mug Inn. This is the main part where you're at. Also in the city of North Crest, the main locations are, there's a blacksmith, and then there's the market square where you go buy your stuff that you need for your characters. So it's like I said, so it's your typical tavern. You know, there's a bar, there are bar stools, there's like a little great room where there's a fire and it's blazing and there's heat coming out of it. And it's nice. It's a nice, good inn.
Sounds like the little great room is a great little room.
What?
See.
Okay. There is a barkeep there, and there's an innkeep there. They're a married couple with each other. So his name is Richard Brown, and his wife's name is Lorraine Brown. That is where you're at.
See, so we are in this little great room.
You're in this little great room. Yes.
I will say, what ho, barkeep, a flagon of your finest, if you would be so kind.
Yes. Welcome to the Flowing Mug Tavern. That will be 4 copper pieces.
Okay, I have a little bag with coin.
You do have a little bag. Everybody got 20 gold pieces from me.
Oh,
For
Oh,
Now,
that's delightful.
what's the exchange on gold right now in this world?
per 10 silver, 1 gold equals 10 silver.
See,
One silver equals 10 copper.
oh, okay. So it's okay. It makes sense. It's
Yeah.
nice and easy. It's not British, which is good. So,
There's
okay.
nothing wrong with British, Mr. Giovanni.
oh, not at all. But your money made no sense for a while.
Well,
Six of these and 12 of those and 4.5 of these, and it was a little confusing. It has gotten better.
all right, I'll let that
So
one
there,
go.
there are other countries as bad, but it's just Great Britain. Its money was everywhere. So you got into pence and pennies, which were not the same thing, and I could never wrap my skull around
Don't you
them.
still
anyways.
weigh people in like stones?
No, that's Scotland.
You know what? Let us just forget it. Forget it. We won't talk about our imperial.
That's everyone who's not in the England part of Great Britain measures in stones, like the Scottish and the Welsh, who nobody knows anything about because they're the Welsh.
Okay.
They're an
I don't
amazing
follow that
race
at
of
all.
strange people.
All
I
right.
spent too much time in Philadelphia,
See.
apparently.
So if all I have is the big gold pieces. So if I give him a gold piece, is he going to be able to make change? Because that's a lot of coin.
They get a lot of adventurers that come through here, so he's able to exchange it for 9 silver and let's do math.
6 with 6
Six
copper. See,
6 copper.
and
9
I
silver and 6 copper.
I would tip him another copper and say, "Thank you, my good man."
Yes, so you get that. What is everybody else doing? Duran, Harry bought a mug of ale and is going to drink it. Pretty tasty.
I
I can
think
drink in this world. Oh,
Yes.
my character is going to probably do the same thing. That's interesting. Being able to actually drink. All
I
right.
can imagine drinking.
I'm gonna go. I'm Winston. I'm gonna go as Winston
Mm-hmm.
to the bar.
Yes.
Barkeep, can I
Barkeep.
please have a mug of ale?
4 copper.
Here you go.
Yeah.
And I'm going to hand him the money.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
all
going
right.
to burn through this guy's change in no time. But he'll have gold, so he's good.
We're doing
Their economy,
we're doing
but that's
voices.
Well, I assume there's no British in these fantasy lands, so I have to
It's-
pretend I'm like what
That's a
something
pretty
else.
strong assumption.
It's a medieval world, is it not?
It is a medieval world. It's
Swords
like,
and bows and hempen rope and stuff and
I think
things.
I'd have to ask my great grandchild on that question about. No, I don't know if she was alive during the medieval times. Not exactly sure. So
All right, so my character Winston is going to go and hand the money over to the barkeep.
it gives the same amount. Would you like anything to eat with this?
What is there to eat?
Cheese and a hearty stew and bread.
I think I'm gonna have cheese. Is it good cheese?
It is good cheese, and that is 1 additional copper.
I hope they have
All
a
right.
lot of cheese.
And my character is going to give the additional copper then.
Yes.
And I mark this off on my sheet. I assume that
Yes,
I've
you'll-
used.
yeah.
Perfect.
Mhm, mhm. Lucifer and Mordecai. I don't know if you made up a character name or not.
I thought we were going with Snake.
You were going with Snake. Okay,
Snake
is-
Plissken.
Call him
See.
Pliskin.
See,
Okay, let's see here.
And according to this book, little people really like
Yes.
to drink. So I will do that.
Little people like to drink. Yeah, they have usually have a strong constitution. The higher the constitution, the more you can drink in this game,
oh,
and it gives you usually the most hit points. Sometimes.
I think Lucifer would look around and see if this bar has a cat.
Lucifer, give me a perception check.
Oh,
So you roll
okay.
the
Dice.
dice that
Yes.
has the D20 that has like 1 through 20 on it. You roll that.
I got a 3 on my dice.
I'll add the 4 that is on your. I can see it from here.
So a 7. That doesn't seem good.
No, you look around the room and you just see people. Various types of races intermingling with each other. There's the shady folk in the back that are conspiring over something. And there's the children in the corner that are playing jacks.
I guess I'll walk over to the children
Hmm.
and I'll be like, "Here, children, please play with me. I think it'll be fun. Have you seen a cat or a squirrel? Perhaps a bear?"
And look up at you. Hang on.
Clearest I think I've ever heard his voice.
They kind of like look up at you and stare at you, and then they run away screaming.
Well, that was fun.
Well, that's not very imaginative. That's what that happens in the real place.
Mm.
Did they leave the toys?
Left their jacks. Yes, they left their toys.
I will play with their toys as they were playing with the toys. Just sit on the floor and play with the jacks.
Yeah. Okay. So you're just gonna play with the toys. Okay.
Hopefully one of my friends will bring me food, because this seems like the thing that Lucifer would probably do regularly.
Okay. Let's see. Mordecai, Snake. I believe that's the name you went with. What are
I'll
you
go
doing?
with Bliskin, I think.
Bliskin. Oh, Bliskin. Okay, Bliskin.
Sure.
Bliskin. What are you planning on doing with your character? And we'll go to Cash.
Well, I'm reading now.
Yeah.
Dwarves, I'm allowed to say that word now, is nothing like our society's little people. So I will continue to call them dwarves now from now on, because they are apparently minors and not dissimilar to the, what are they? The entities in Svartalheim.
No.
Oh,
Mountain
smart
dwarves.
elves.
Smart elves. So mountain dwarves are considered young until they're 50 and live to be about 350 years old.
So my age, excellent. So
Okay, yeah.
We're team building. I will buy a round for everyone at the bar.
Okay. That's a
That way the
Good.
bartender doesn't have to worry about change.
yeah, no. He doesn't have to. He just takes your gold piece and just everybody in the bar is happy now. They're like right their mugs too, and
Monetized majesty.
yes. Monetized majesty, that is exactly what it is. Indeed. All right. Cassius, I am leaving you as the last person. What are you doing with your character? What are you doing with Cassius?
He would probably buy Lucifer some food.
Okay. So that is for a full meal, it's 4 silver pieces. So again, come with the cheese and the bread and the stew.
Okay, yeah, I'll buy one of each and then give one to Lucifer.
Yeah. So, I mean, also, one of each, and then it's like, it varies. So, just a full meal. Like, you buy a full meal, it's everything that I just said it was.
Okay.
So, you just can hand them 4 silver pieces.
And I marked this on the
sheet that I gave you, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
So, all right, now everybody is doing their thing. Everybody roll me a perception check.
Oh, how do we do that?
It is the
With your the little 20-side dice. There's a specific name for it. I don't remember what it's called. I can't pronounce it.
I don't think a D20.
D20 is a good word. You can call it
All
D20.
right.
What does it mean when I get a 20?
You hear the yelling outside of the door. It sounds like when we turn on our special extra hearing, and you can just hear them as there's
my
like,
character has heightened senses.
Yeah, essentially. Right now they have heightened senses. Until you roll in that one and you don't hear anything. You don't hear that arrow coming and that shoots you in the neck.
That would be impressive if you can hear an arrow coming.
I rolled a 1.
Oh no, you don't hear anything. You're
You
very
don't hear the arrow
intent.
coming.
You're very intent in eating your food and drinking your ale.
Oh, okay. So my character is just going to continue to sit there then and not react. Interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
Do we read the numbers straight from the dice?
You read the number and then you can, if you want to, add the perception that is on your character So like I'm looking at your like she flips through the character sheets that she has. So your perception is a +1.
Oh,
And you
so I
add
got
that
it.
to your dice.
So 20.
20.
I also got a 20.
You also got a 20. You have gotten what is referred to as in the D&D world a dirty 20.
Oh,
Does he
Leave
have
it
to
to
clean his
Mordecai to get the
dice?
first dirty ending.
No, he doesn't need to clean his dice. It's just a term of calling it a dirty 20.
Leave
It
to
doesn't
Mordecai.
mean like you rolled a straight 20, so you would refer to it as critted on your dice, or just got a critical 20.
Like that Matthew Mercer that people
Yeah,
keep
like
telling
Matthew
me
Mercer.
about.
I've also noticed something about Matthew Mercer. He looks a lot like somebody, but I'm not going to get into that right now.
Oh,
Yeah, I don't know. He just reminds me of somebody. Never mind. I'll talk to you about it later.
A certain gangrel.
Yes, he does.
I mean,
Anyways.
he's no
Leave
Beckett.
it up to Mordecai to get the first dirty anything in the game.
Matthew Mercer's no Beckett, but you know.
Yeah, no.
Throw down.
oh, you think he looks like Beckett? Oh, I do see the similarity.
No.
Okay. No, I see the
Not-
similarity.
I mean, no.
I haven't met either of these gentlemen. I got to 3, so I am guessing that I am next going, what ho, barkeep? I would like a piece of cheese.
He also
Oh.
the barkeep is like, what's going on outside?
I'm speaking medieval.
You're speaking. It's like he's
At
like
best.
just throws a piece of cheese at you, just like to see what's going on
Oh, he's not
outside.
getting a tip for throwing cheese at me, but I will eat it because
Oh.
it is cheese.
Is it good? Is it a good cheese?
I would
It
hope.
is a good cheese. It's my favorite cheese.
Try the
I
cheese.
miss it. It is a Gouda. Ooh,
It's very good.
it's very Gouda.
Is it a Gouda worthy of praise?
It is a goody Gouda.
It's certainly not those disgusting little cheese ball fingers that mage had that she said was cheese. I mean,
The thing that is it wrapped in the wax.
no. It was like
The
this
cheese curd?
cheese.
It smelled
little
like cheese and it looked like cheese, but
it wasn't cheese.
Then
But
I
anyway,
don't
it doesn't
know.
matter.
See,
That was not in
So-
your report.
Well, it's not important. It's just, well, okay, I guess cheese is important, but I didn't think you'd find it important because you haven't smelled cheese in a lot longer than I haven't smelled cheese.
Every detail is important, Abigail. Like my character in here, he's paying attention, so he says,
There's something going on outside, right?
"Hark, there's a disturbance."
Ark.
Or there's
Hey, Hark.
Dust.
Okay, I will turn and pay attention to the Cassius
So you
character while
yeah.
eating my cheese and quaffing my
Are you
drink.
praising this cheese?
I'm just going to eat it. It's cheese.
You're not going to have a conversation with it.
Like,
No.
you
I'm
might
just
like-
going-
Can
I'm
you have a
thinking-
conversation with cheese?
It is a
in this
good
world?
cheese, so you could be
If-
praising the cheeses.
If you wanted to talk with, if the cheese talked back with you, there was
it could
potentially
be
a
a religious
problem.
experience for
It
you.
could be an
praising
issue.
cheeses.
I would not trust a cheese that talked with me. So I am just going to eat the cheese and quaff my ale.
There is a
And
spell called
pay it-
inanimate object, so you can like basically turn the cheese into an animate object. It could talk to you then.
According to this Reddit, there's a thing called a mimic.
Yes, there's a mimic. We're not going to meet.
There
a
could be
mimic.
something mimicking cheese.
I'm eating the damn cheese. I don't care if it's
Poor
mimicking
cat, she's
something.
really hurting cats.
But I'm paying attention to the Cassius character who says hark. Because hark
There's a
hark means
disturbance.
pay attention.
Hawk, there is a disturbance. Okay.
Arc, there's just that is a good way to catch everybody's
The
attention.
Herald.
So there is a very loud fighting outside of yelling, and there's like grunting noises outside.
So there's a
Grunting.
fight.
Maybe they're making another race. I don't know.
So
we
glad
dare
I got
look.
that content warning out of the way early.
Do we dare look? This could be dangerous to us.
I've never seen Cliff turn bright red before.
I don't know why I find it so funny, but I do.
You-
Ahem.
Are you all gonna rush outside?
No, it
See
could
what's
be
going on?
dangerous.
See-
We will move slow. My suggestion is we move slowly towards the outside. Besides, I have to finish my cheese and my ale.
Okay.
There's more people to invite in to offer drinks to. So I will go outside.
You go outside.
But yeah, I will accompany Snake
I will
Plissken.
also go outside. I think I would just leave the jacks and the food just
Okay.
sitting there on the floor.
Hmm.
So that's rude.
Yes, I think I'm gonna send Winston outside too.
Okay, Winston goes outside, and then we just leave.
Harry will go outside, just kind of
okay.
at the back of the group,
Yes.
finishing the cheese and the ale.
That's fine. That's fine. You get outside and you see the town's guards. Excuse me. Oh, that I probably shouldn't have eaten before I got here, but I did. That was a little spicy. Anyways,
You
so
have spicy vitae?
yeah, I got.
Don't do
I
it
just
near that
had-
part
I-
of town.
Are you,
I went-
Yeah, we're
I
going
went
Well,
to the
crave
part of-
Crave India. That there's a little Indian food with really good curry. Apparently, the people say it's actually right up the street from this from the shop. So it probably was one of somebody who had eaten there. Does that sound about right, Shuni?
I stopped at somewhere near the district with the spiciest Mexican food.
Oh, okay. Yes. That's
I know what you're talking about, though. I will have to check somebody out from there at some point in time. Anyways. So you get outside and you see the guards are going at it against 6 kobolds, 6 green-skinned kobolds. So it seems to be that like the guards themselves are overwhelmed by these. There's 4 guards. They're very overwhelmed against the invading kobolds. What do you do?
It looks like we should help them.
Mm-hmm.
Now,
The
now,
kobolds?
could I ask you a
One.
question, Junie?
Yes.
I mean,
I-
the kobolds?
I am.
We should
I
help
am,
the kobolds?
I am apparently someone who helps smuggle non-humans in and out of the city. Are
Mhm.
these kobolds among the type of people that non-humans that I smuggle in and out of the city, or would I know that they are not nice, like not humans?
They are not nice at all.
So
There's
I would
nothing-
not. I would not smuggle them in or out of the city.
No, you wouldn't smuggle them in and out of the city.
Okay. I will throw off my well, no, I just paid for the drink. I cannot throw the flagon at them.
Mm-mm. So I can ask you to all roll initiative. but-
What kind of
that- is
dice
that-
is that?
Okay, so you again rolling your d20,
I punched the initiative.
This is
And you
when you
roll
start
it.
a fight. Yeah.
and then
See.
on your character sheets it'll say initiative, right
Oh.
up there next to the current hit points, and you add that.
Oh. Yeah.
I got a 20 on my dice.
So did
I
Yeah.
also got a 20.
Wow,
And
we are initiating very well.
All of
and
you
what is
got-
it that we're adding to that, Junie?
You're adding your, if you look in the side, it says up top, it says initiative. It's next to your current hit points. So
See.
you add that in.
Oh, so
23.
23.
So 23.
I
And-
have no number in my current hit points.
Oh, not current hit points. You're not, that's fine. Your
Oh,
hit
okay.
points are 15 right now. It's supposed to be empty. It's supposed to be empty for that, for the purpose of you keep track of your
Tracking.
current hit
Ah,
points.
I see.
If you get hit.
I see. I will try not to get hit.
Yeah,
See.
you'll try not to get hit.
So I got
So-
21.
21, 22,
Blackjack.
23s. Yeah. Cassius, what did you roll?
You're muted, Cassius.
Cassius.
16, because I add apparently 0 to the thing.
23, 21. What did you say again, Duran? What did you get?
21 with the addition of my 1.
Okay. And then Mordecai.
16.
Bliskin. There we go. Steve. Oh, sorry.
16.
16. So 2 16s, 2 23s, and a 21. So, we're.
How do you break ties?
How do we break ties?
Do
So,
we fight?
no. What is
Oh,
your highest? Okay, Abigail. Abigail, what is your dex?
16 it says there, and then +3.
+3. Okay.
So 19?
No. I just have to. This is how I break ties. Lucifer, what is your dexterity? I should be able to print it.
the same.
The
Actually.
same. Okay, I need one of you to roll. You both of you roll d20s again, and we'll figure out who goes first.
14.
Which 8.
I have 17.
You have 17. Okay, you go first. So you'll go first in the initiative order.
Oh,
All right.
that's a little scary.
Yes. And then we don't have to worry about the one person with the 21, and then the 2 people that got the 16 roll, and we'll figure out who goes first.
Isn't there dexterity or something you mentioned?
Yes. So sorry, you're right. The dexterity one.
I have a +1.
I have
+1.
0 plus 11.
Plus the
Plus
11.
12.
0. When it's at 11, you divide it by. I always forget.
So I
2.
only have 5.
No. +0 is fine. It's fine. I should.
So I have 0.
You have 0. So Abigail, and then Jaquito goes, and then who is the 21 again?
That
That
would
you-
be Harry.
That'd be Harry.
Harry
Ron.
Ren.
And then Mordecai, and then Cassius goes last in the order of things. That is how everybody goes.
Because I have
See-
0.
Yeah, you have 0 in
Dexterity.
your dex, and then
Right.
that's how we break the ties of the dice. When
So
you're
how do I
rolling
move
initiative.
around then if I have 0 dexterity? Does that mean I'm clumsily block into things?
No. You just you just have the average amount of dexterity that you need with your character. So
Right.
It's like you're immortal, basically.
exactly.
Cassius.
Yeah, okay. Understood.
Yeah, you know how it is.
Yeah, that's how it works. So so you're going to help fight off the kobolds, and I gotta find the. Now I have to bring up my book. I didn't realize that this didn't have what I was looking for. In it.
We are helping the town guard. See,
You are helping the
Because
town guards
we
fight
are
off the.
we are good
invading-
guys.
You are good guys. Let's see if I can
Right.
find. That's not what I'm looking for. Hang on a minute. Ugh. Bring out the books. Ouch.
I am also an archaeologist.
You are an archaeologist. You're like, what is his name? Do I not have the master manual here? Where'd that go?
Indiana Jones.
Who?
Yes, he's like Indiana Jones.
Oh, interesting.
Those were much like the Star Trek movies. Every second one is good.
What?
Have you not seen the Indiana Jones?
What do you mean
movies?
every second one? There was only 3 movies.
There's 4 Indiana Jones movies.
No, there was
There are
only
4.
3 movies.
Number 1 and number 3 were really good. Number 2
only
and
3.
number 4 were really horrible.
think
And they are
this
now
is what we
making number
call
5. So number
selective
5 is
memory.
going to be good.
My coworkers told me there was no 4th movie.
There
Your
is a 4th.
coworkers lied.
They did lie to you, but it's not.
I have
You
no
can
idea
skip
what anyone
it,
is
is what
talking
they're
about.
saying.
We're gonna have to do a movie night in the Chantry, I guess. At some point.
Right.
Sure.
Sure.
So, if I'm supposed to go first, it says that I have like a crossbow and a long sword and a rapier and a short sword.
So you're gonna just use one of those weapons.
You are well armed.
I can't use them. Oh, well, no, I guess I
Right.
can't use them all. I still have only 2 arms.
Now,
Okay.
so you can use the daggers and you can throw them. Okay. Or you can use the rapier and the bonus with Winston is he's a rogue. So you all walked outside and you see all these kobolds coming up on these guards, and you're going to you can throw one of your daggers at them because you have throwing. Oh, there we go. Now I can't. You can throw it at them to catch their attention, or you can use your short bow and shoot them, or use your rapier and stab them. And then it says sneak attack bonus, but you're not close enough yet for sneak attack. You need to be within.
Well, will I lose my daggers if I throw them at him?
You will, but you can get them back.
Oh, all right. Well, then
You
I'm
loot
going
the
to.
body after.
Well, true, very true, Mr. Giovanni. So, Winston is gonna throw the daggers.
Mm-hmm. So Winston can throw one of the daggers at one of the encroaching kobolds.
Yes.
Yes.
So, how do I do that?
Just take your d20
Yes.
and roll it.
All right. I got
and
an 11.
You got an 11. So let me bring up your character sheet here. You add a +5 to it, so that makes it a 16.
16. Yes.
A 16, and you actually hit one of them.
Oh, that is fantastic. Excellent.
You can describe where you hit it.
I
want to.
think Winston would have just gone and thrown it very stealthily and would have gotten it, I guess, right between the shoulder blades.
Okay, so then roll a d6 for damage. So this is a d6. And then
Yes,
you will...
6 sides, yes.
Oh no, not 6. It's not a dagger. Sorry, wrong. I was looking at the wrong one. Roll a d4.
Oh.
Roll one of the caltrops.
Oh, right.
And then add a +3.
So I got 3.
So you
So
got
plus-
3 plus 3.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, this was a kill shot. You took it out through the shoulder blades.
Oh, that's so. I actually killed it.
You killed it.
I didn't.
Yeah.
I didn't just disable it. Oh, that's not good. Okay.
Yeah,
Well,
your dagger.
I mean, I guess this is
swiftly-
pretend.
It is pretend. Yeah. So your dagger swiftly took out the kobold through the shoulder blades somehow.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So that's how you do that, then.
Yeah. Now it is Lucifer's turn, and Lucifer can decide what they want to do. If you have the 2 weapons, you have the scimitar and you have a quarterstaff, and you also have. Scroll down. I believe you have spells. I think I added.
I saw that on my character sheet.
Yeah.
That I have a big stick and
Yep.
a spell called Shilly Lag.
Yes, Shillelagh.
And I want to hit something with my stick using Shilly Lag.
Yes. So you're within 20 feet, so you can move up and cast the cantrip Shillelagh.
Shillelagh. Okay.
Shillelagh.
Great.
It's an Irish word. Shillelagh. See.
Shillelagh.
Cellular.
So, and you can do that, and so roll to hit with your d20,
Okay.
and then
That is
add.
a total of 21.
Oh yeah, I know you hit. So then roll. Take the d6 out that I showed to Joanna, and then take a d8 and roll your d6 first, and then tell me when you add your plus 2 to it what you get,
Oh, okay.
and then roll your d8 and
So I got a 6 on my D6, so that is a what do you call it? A 8.
8.
And then my D8, I got a 7 on it.
Tell me how you smoosh this kobold.
Oh, okay. Well, I imagine that I just take my stick and I'm like, "Hi!" And I just smash it in the head, and its head just cracks open like an egg. Just
Like what you did to that shapeshifter in the Pentex office.
that was more like a Y-shaped cut. This one's like the head just opens
It's
up.
a stick. It's not sharp. So
Yeah, exactly.
see. So kind of. Okay. See.
Very satisfying crunchy noise.
I can imagine that. See.
Do I'm supposed to do something else?
No, you're good.
Okay,
The
great.
kobolds essentially stop, and the guards just stop because just took out 2 of the kobolds. That helps. Now it is Harry's turn. Harcourt. Yes. So what are you?
I have a longbow and I have a short sword.
Yes.
So, could I? It's a melee going on. Firing into a melee is not always smart, but this is a game of imagination. Can I fire my longbow into the melee and hit one of the kobolds?
You might be able to. We'll see what happens. Please roll.
I will give it the go. The 20-sided thing again.
Yeah, the 20-sided thing again.
I got the 1. I don't think that's good.
You hit one of the guards.
Oops.
Well, that's not good.
Please roll damage.
What am I rolling?
You're rolling a d8.
D8. It is the one
This
like
is
a pair of pyramid.
the diamond-shaped dice.
See.
Yeah.
I got another 1.
Okay, he just hit him in like the knee. He took an arrow to the knee.
Ha!
He used to be an
See,
adventurer.
I've heard those jokes before. That's how you become a town guard. You can't shoot the town guard in the knee with an arrow. That is not allowed. So
he just ruined his career.
I hit him in the left buttock. He is beating on a kobold. His back is to me. That is a fleshy part that does not, cause much damage. So he gets an arrow in the buttock.
Yeah, arrow in the butt.
And it's good for humorous, like all of his friends can buy him a drink and laugh about it later.
Yes.
And I will immediately point at someone near me who is an innocent bystander and go, "You should not be shooting into a melee, you idiot."
Turn the other cheek, Duran.
Oh, that's clever, Duran. That's clever. Blame it on someone else.
It says my character lies a lot. So
Oh.
You can roll it, then roll a deception check on that. Just take another d20 and roll.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And this time I get a 9.
Let's see. Where is it? Is you got a 12, and they believe you. They think it was somebody else that fired into the crowd and not you.
That is this Harry guy is good.
Oh, good show, Mr. Duran.
See.
All right. Mordecai, it is
like
your
a
turn.
cheap
Bliskin, it is your turn. So you have a great axe, and you have 4 javelins and a mace.
Huh. Well, it's pretty great, so I will use the axe.
You will use the axe. You'll run into the melee. They're within 20 feet of you. So, your run
Sure.
speed is 5.
Absolutely.
You're going to hit one of the kobolds. Roll.
I guess we
roll
are
with-
attacking the kobolds, yes.
Yes, you are attacking the kobolds.
So Duran attacked the guard, so
That
It's
was a
because he rolled
mistake.
that's
Should we
because
kill
he
them
rolled
both?
a nat 1.
That was a mistake.
He rolled a nat 1. That's why.
no witnesses?
And here, unlike say the Sabbat, you can tell the guards from the kobolds, so you can kill only one of them.
Yes.
You said a 20 is a good on the dice, yes?
Yes. Just tell me how you kill the kobold.
Oh, I don't roll damage.
No,
Oh. Well, that's
you rolled a
convenient.
20. You rolled a critical. Tell me how you kill the kobold.
I shall cleft him in twain.
Okay.
Ooh,
He has
clefting.
been.
That's good.
There are 2 pieces of the kobold just on the ground now. So, and now it is your turn, Cassius.
I will.
Your character.
Let's see. I have a. Oh, where are my weapons at? Now, Cassius is like flipping through the character sheet, like trying to figure out.
Yeah.
It says. Oh, it says I have a dagger. I will use that.
A little small dagger. Sure.
Yes.
You can use that.
You're a warlock. Do you not
Yeah.
do the
Magic.
Pew pews.
Oh.
Remember?
boogity, the thing?
Yes,
like
I
the
will-
Tremere. See.
Can
You
I?
can use Eldritch Blast. That's always fun too.
Eldritch Blast.
Sure. Let's do that.
Yeah.
What is? Does it
I don't
fire
know.
out of my hand or
Yeah, it
out
does.
of my
You
eyeballs?
have a wand. I can't remember what I stuck in for your. I built them really like right before sunrise, and then I fell asleep, and then I
Oh,
woke up,
uh.
and they were right there. So
So do I just automatically hit them with magic, or
I always, like out of character, I always forget if you have to roll an Eldritch Blast.
Yes.
You do.
Yes,
Yeah.
you do.
Okay.
Okay, so roll your d20 at
Right.
at one of the kobolds.
that is
Maybe the
another
one that-
20?
It is.
Well done.
Tell me what happens. Don't roll damage, please.
Oh,
I mean, you can roll damage if you want to, but what happens to the kobold?
I grip him in my magical force, and he explodes.
That's a good way to end the battle, because now there is a kobold that is by himself, shivering in fear because you just took out his entire other troop of.
I am embarrassed. Somebody over there shot the guard in the buttock.
Can
I
I
did
go
not
talk?
get to blow anyone up.
You what?
Can Lucifer go talk to the little kobold?
He is. Yes, you can. But we're gonna take a break, and then we'll get back.
We are, in fact, going to take a break. So go and hydrate, everybody. We'll be back in about 7 minutes or so. And... back, everybody. We made it out of the tavern. Yay!
And we killed some kobolds.
And we killed some kobolds. So
Yes,
that's
made
the
it.
that's
Most
the
of
end of
us
the
killed
adventure
some
from what I've been
kobolds.
hearing. So have a good night, everybody. Bye bye. No, I'm kidding.
Oh, we have a new objective. Side quest. Get down the street.
So I believe Jaw's character was just about to talk to a kobold.
Yes.
Let's pick up the action.
So, I need people to also give me a side. Hang on a minute. Perception check. So again, roll. What do you do with it?
The 20 thing.
The 20 thing, and that is on your character sheet. You would see it listed in skills. It says perception. So like I'm looking at Joanna's Abigail's sheet. She would add a +5 to her roll. So like I rolled a 17, so then it would become a 22. Don't use my roll, use your own roll.
Oh,
No.
lovely. So I have 19 then.
Yes, you have 19.
Oh, perfect.
A quick little question.
Yeah.
There's either a little black dot beside it or a little white circle beside it. We add the wisdom bonus no matter what, or only if there's a black dot.
If you just add what it says in there. So like if you add the they refer to it as modifiers. So your modifier is what is like, so again, looking at Abigail's character, because it's up in front of my, as I look on my face. So her wisdom is 13, and it is a +1, so you have divided that by 2. So you take 13 divided by 2. Oh wait, and then I'm not doing the math. This is why I do these type of character sheets to help you with the math.
I'm not asking about the math. I'm asking about the difference between, I have a little black dot beside animal handling, but I have no black dot beside athletics.
That means it's just a straight roll, and then you add the modifier bonus to it.
See. So if there's a little black dot, it means something extra bonus.
Yes, it adds your proficiency bonus in, and that is yes. Oh. And then if you are extra special and you have expertise in it, it gives you even more.
And that would be the 2 little black dots beside it.
Yeah, it'd be the 2 little black dots.
So I have the 2 little black dots besides my perception.
Yeah, so you get a +5 to roll. You do.
Right. Okay, so I have 19 altogether.
You have 19 altogether.
And I think my character, I want to get into character. So I think he's a thief, a rogue. So I think I'm going to have my hood up for Winston's thing. There we go. So hood. All right. I'm ready.
You're ready. Okay. What did everybody else roll for their perception check?
So if I have a 4 on the 20 dice.
Yeah.
But I have the little black dot beside perception.
Yeah.
That means I get +2 + 14 divided by 2, and then I add something else to it?
No, you just add +4 to it. So you got an 8.
Right.
Yes.
Then I got an 8.
You got an 8.
Am I dividing?
You're not dividing, you're just adding. The skills comes with like an already done math for you. So this is why I love these character sheets. I am glad I discovered these character sheets on Reddit. Yeah.
What's a Reddit?
Reddit is a place, it's a forum, and you, like early days of the internet forums.
Cassius
only understands
I'll
books.
show Cassius when we get back into the chantry.
It's a book that anybody can write on the internet.
There's a lot of good role-playing Reddits.
Right.
Might be a Masquerade breach, but I don't know.
I suspect there are plenty of Masquerade breaches on Reddit.
He gets up,
No, there are.
Cassius gets up and leaves again with his phone.
Great.
This is why people use VPNs. I understand now.
Yes, they
that's
are
why
quite
VPNs
useful.
Very,
Yes.
very useful. Definitely. So, Mordecai, no, wait. Let me get your character name up. I have it.
Skin.
Bliskin.
Bliskin. Yes, Bliskin. Sorry. Bliskin, what did you get?
I rolled a 1.
You don't see anything.
You are oblivious.
You are
I am licking the
oblivious.
blood off my axe.
You are doing that.
That is
That's
something to make you
perfectly
oblivious.
fine.
See?
hmm It tastes like fantasy blood.
Victory.
Yeah, victory blood.
Tastes like cobalt blood. Whatever that tastes like.
It tastes like
Chicken.
Does he get any advantage from drinking the blood? Cassius has come back.
no advantage from drinking the blood.
No,
Not at all.
What
No,
if it's
none.
what if it's caloric?
It's dragon blood tastes like lizards.
Why would you?
Have you
eat
eaten
dragon
a
blood?
lizard ever?
I mean, everybody's tried it once, right?
Why would you
don't
eat
we
a
have to
lizard,
use- I mean, like,
Cassius?
In a ritual, I think you have to use. I haven't gotten this level yet to like the eating the animal bit. Sorry, I'm backing off. Sorry. So you got one. You don't see anything. You're oblivious to everything around you. Who am I missing?
Me,
Hardcore. Harry, what did you get?
Harry. See, Harry, I am learning this. Rolled a 14, plus he gets a +2
Yeah, so you got a
for
16.
the wisdom, so I got the 16.
So as you have finished your decimation of the kobolds, you like two of you turn around and see a man slumped off against the wall of the tavern that you just came out of. He's laying there.
Is Harry one of the two that sees us?
Yes. Yeah.
Just me and you, I think.
D-
my
d-
Yeah.
character and your character.
Okay.
Mhm.
Good. That is good. The ranger and the rogue. That is the right two to
Oh,
notice such a thing.
right.
See, so has he got any obvious wounds, arrows sticking out of him? Anything to explain? Does he appear to be breathing?
He is breathing. He is fine. He's
Damn
just
it.
What? But we want to talk to him. Oh, you're no, but you see, we don't do that.
Oh,
See, our
see,
characters,
the
we don't do
character.
the
Ah.
yeah, we don't do the not in
see.
this game.
See, I am an
I mean-
orc. My teeth go up instead of down. Okay.
Fair, yes.
See.
Maybe
I was
at
thinking
Halloween
you
I'll
still
run a
could.
Curse of Strahd game. Who knows?
Who's Strahd?
Strahd is
I think I met Strahd once.
Strahd is a vampire.
Never heard of
Yes.
him.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Yes, he is.
Strauss. No,
That's
no,
Strauss.
that's
Yeah,
Strauss.
Oh,
that's Strauss.
right.
We met Strauss.
Oh, right.
Strahd is a
Does he have red
uh,
sunglasses?
no, but he
Are you sure?
That's
looks-
Beckett.
looks very much like, in quote, Jason Carl. Describe
Who?
that
Which
person.
vampire is Case and Jarl?
He looks very much like he's bald and he just looks very
Red
gangly
sunglasses.
looking.
Yes, that's
No,
what I.
that's-
Yes, I've met him.
No.
I don't know
He-
what he's doing in this imagination world, Ben. Because if you've met him, why is he in a D&D?
all right.
I'll be
no.
right back. And Cassius gets up and leaves.
All right, so Duran, I think all
See.
characters need to go up and
Yeah, we need to go up and talk to this man that's slumped against
See,
the wall.
who's slumped against? We will go and we will help this gentle. We will walk up and go, "What ho, townsman? How can we assist and aid you?"
He's like slumped and he's like, thank you so much. And he's like crying. He's like, I'm so sorry. Thank you for helping with the kobolds, but something like
Did they eat your baby?
they did.
Really? I just pulled that out of my hat.
So
They came and these kobolds came and raided my farm and murdered my family.
they murdered your family.
Cobalt
Yeah.
ate
You
your
must get
baby.
vengeance.
Yeah. I
See,
think there
That's how
might
they
be
do
more
that, right?
kobolds in the forest to the north.
See, can we give you money to buy a new farm?
He just cried.
Oh, Duran, we could start a Kickstarter for the farm.
I do not think that they have computers in this imaginary world.
Right.
We could
Right.
pass a
Right.
hat like we used to do back in the
Ah.
day. We can.
Yes,
Can I
yes.
have a hat?
Excuse me.
May I be wearing a hat, please?
You are
Julie?
wearing a hat. You are wearing a hat.
See, okay, we will pass the hat and let people know that we are collecting money to help buy a destitute farmer a new farm because kobolds
A new
his
family.
dailies, and a new family. If there are any single women in the town, we will spruce this man up and make him look good to them. And thus we will help him a little bit, and then we'll go kill kobolds because that is
As you're
what
doing
we are
this,
meant to do.
the some of the town guards come in, help them up and collect the funds that you have collected in the inn.
I will muss anyone who is not contributing even a copper or two. I will loom over.
So your favorite part is probably coming up here. So you've captured a kobold. He's scared of you all.
Lucifer was going to talk with him.
Yeah, he was. Lucifer, I would like you to roll either you can roll with your D20, a persuasion check or an intimidation check. It's like dominating him or like being dominating him or using your beautifulness to have him talk to you.
Cassius comes back in at this point. He sits down and he's like, Ian Carfax keeps hanging up on me. I don't know why.
Okay.
Has he played D&D before?
He's the Tremere Justicar. I'm assuming not.
I think he might have played D&D before.
Maybe he
I should
knows
think so.
Strahd, and he like picks up his phone and he starts dialing.
No, that's Strauss, Cassius. Strauss.
We'll
You're thinking of Strauss.
do a Ravenloft game later, I promise. And I'll explain.
What is
Strahd.
Ravenloft?
Ravenloft.
Maybe I should invite him.
Ravenloft is like a setting in Dungeons and Dragons, and it's dark, and it's like going to Transylvania.
Oh, so
Oh,
It's like
no,
going to
that's
Romania. It's like going to Romania. It's set there, sort of.
That's the whole Bram Stoker stuff. That's
That's like.
So there's
I-
a Missy in this.
so it's amazing.
Dracula.
There might be
is
Zamisi in this
amazing.
game. That's probably where Ravenloft got inspired by somebody that shouldn't have inspired it.
So it's a breach of the masquerade.
Might
Yeah.
be.
Of course, it's a breach of the masquerade.
it's
Except
just
they're covering it up. It's
stereotyping.
actually quite clever.
That's just stereotyping.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
troping. It's
Ian,
Yeah.
Ian Carfax, the Tremere Justicar, keeps hanging up on me. I keep calling him about this game and saying it's a breach
That's
of the Masquerade.
because you didn't ask him to show you the Carfax.
what?
All
No one
right.
watches
Well,
TV
anyway.
here. Anyway,
Okay, we have a captured kobold that Lucifer is speaking with.
Yes, Lucifer.
Lucifer goes up to this kobold, and I rolled an 18 for intimidation, and I
Of
go
course you did.
You got a straight 18.
straight 18,
A
and I
straight
go up
18.
to it, and I grab it gently, and
Yeah.
I say, Mr. Kobold, sir, if you don't tell me the information I need to know, I'm going to crush your head wide open like your friends, and then we're going to cook you, because my orc friend's a really good chef, and I think Kobold can be tasty, potentially.
He's like cowers in fear, and he wets himself. He just spills his guts to you about where to find the rest of the kobolds, and he goes, please no, if you go north of town, you can find all of them, and they pass it out,
She does voices.
sort of.
Should we leave this kobold? Should we leave this
The
kobold?
guards will take care of him, I'm sure.
Okay, so we'll leave the kobold. And does everybody want to go and hunt kobolds then?
See, Cassius, the rest of your clan are doing voices. Why don't you do a voice?
Why do you think I employ them?
Point.
Sorry, out of character. I'm just having Mulan flashes. I have a man's voice. I have a man's name, and it's a
I'm
man.
not doing voice.
man.
It just that they're not British. There's no British in this D&D, so I need to do a different voice because I have to get in character, right?
I have decided that orcs are Italian because I am not going
Fine.
to mess around and try to do another voice. That hurts my vocal cords.
That actually fits a lot of my orcs. That they have Italian accents. It works.
It's me, Occhio.
See that? We will go with that. I
So-
would like my hat to be brimmed and red in the big.
The final thing that you got out of the kobold before he passed out is he's basically said, "North of town, past the farmstead." I didn't change my voice. I can't keep kobold voice very well sometimes. It's like me.
That's
doing
okay.
the-
We appreciate the effort and the
The
energy you put into
theatrics
this.
and the energy
See.
is all here.
See,
Yes.
It's not my strong suit to do the different voices. Sometimes I'll drop into a Romanian for some other, or Russian dialect for another race, but they're not showing up in this game, so we're gonna do
Oh,
that.
it's quite all right, Junie. I think I'm enjoying this very much.
Thank you.
Yes, you're
See.
doing very well.
Thank you. So the guards tell you where to go to north of town, where this man,
past the farmstead where this
Past the
man
farmstead.
has no farm anymore because
Yes,
they
and
see.
as you know, so you're gonna go do that, and you gave money to the man that basically had his family slaughtered by these kobolds, because kobolds do that, I guess, sometimes, especially in this scenario, because it just depends on the kobold. Anyways, as you go out of town, look, you got out of town. Congrats.
Wait, huzzah! See,
Yes.
Yay!
Yay! As you go out of town, you don't have to roll any check on this to see the smoke that's rising from the farm that got burned down to the ground. So,
now
As you
is this all farmland that we are walking through? No forest?
yes, it's all farmland for right now.
Bien.
So smoke rises all along the crops, and there's like slaughtered animals lying scattered across the ground. And then
That is a waste.
I know it is
Right,
terrible.
they didn't even keep their treats.
I know. I can't explain why they didn't do that. So there's a house that overlooks the farmland, half burnt, and then there is a barn also that is half burnt. As you come up, the house overlooks the farmland on a small hill to the east, and then the barn lies in a semi-ruin to the north. And then past that barn, there's a forest. However, as you get closer, I need everybody I'm just going to have everybody do another roll. You're going to be doing a survival check.
Oh,
Yes.
bien.
I'm good at this one.
Yeah.
I survived.
You have survived.
I rolled an 18.
So did
Very
I.
good. That's very good.
14.
That's very good.
With
Oh.
the +2 minus 11 and
No.
what I rolled, it's 37.
What?
Oh, yes, I have a +1 next to my survival. So do I add that?
You do add that, so you got a
Oh, but-
19.
Oh, so I have 19. Perfect.
Cat. Let's see.
How did you get?
What did you roll, Cassius?
I rolled an 11.
You got a 15.
So if that's divided by 2 and then you add multipliers.
No. So
No
there's
divisions.
those numbers next to those little dots.
Right.
See, then it's like plus or 0 or whatever. You just add that to your die.
Oh, right.
Yeah. You don't have to do the extreme math that you're trying to do.
Right.
Yes. Let me bring up this again. So you get closer to the barn because that's closest to where
I may not have survived.
you may have not survived.
I rolled a 2.
Did you add anything to it?
Yes, I have a +2 for my wisdom and a little black dot, so that's 3 total. So I have a total of 5.
5. Well,
I am
you
the
did-
ranger, the guy in the fields and the forests, and I
You would-
trip and fall and cut myself open on a gopher hole or something.
We all
you
have
did.
our
Yeah, you trip
down
on
moments.
a gopher hole. I'll
That's
just say
one
that.
thing.
You don't hurt yourself. You just trip in a gopher hole.
I am embarrassed. I have shot the city guard in the buttock, and now I trip on a gopher hole. Harry
you
is
get-
not having a good day. Oh,
Night. It's daytime.
Oh,
we're
It's
out
daytime.
under the sun, and it's
You
not
guys-
sunshine.
it's not freaky.
The sun is bright and shining. It feels warm on your skin. You're not starting on fire. Everything's good.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
for those that have rolled over a 7, as you get closer to the barn, you see bloody tracks that lead outside the barn, and then they fade away. You also see where the tracks lead to, and there's brush behind the barn, and then a whole bunch of ransacked barrels and supplies. It's like corn left everywhere, just trailing off into the forest. Hops and whatever else you can think of would be in a barn outside of a barn, whatever.
So
Isn't
looking
a
at all
bairn
of
something
this,
different?
It is something different.
so looking at all this, one could say that, oh, look at the cornage
Corn.
that has occurred.
Oh, Duran, were you trying to be funny?
See, it happens from time to time.
Oh, that's
I'm working on it.
delightful.
Crimes.
I think I
Grazie.
understand why they say
Crimes.
this does psychic damage on those
Yes.
TikTok videos. I think I just took psychic damage.
They say willpower damage too. I don't know what they're referring to.
I'll be right back.
Okay.
Oh, well, it's on fire, so there's probably no animals here.
Yeah, remember the animals were all slaughtered, led on the ground as you came up to the farmhouse.
I was just,
So
crows always come to eat the dead.
They'll
pick
they'll
up
come eventually.
eyeballs.
This just happened. There'll be, you hear kine in the forests, so
Though
Uh,
we should probably follow those footsteps,
yeah.
right?
So
Yeah, I suppose.
So you see the
Alright.
footstraps. Out of character. I'm sorry for the word trips.
It's fine.
You follow the tracks and you get behind the barn, and that's where the cornage has happened, according to. I'm gonna steal Duran's funny little thing.
You did it much better. I applaud.
Yes.
Grazie.
There's a whole bunch. Yeah.
See, I because I did not roll above a 7, I will follow them and just
Yeah.
footsteps. What footsteps? I see no footsteps.
Yes, there's piles of broken wood lying scattered across the ground, and it's like this barn just took a heavy beating. It doesn't look like a bunch of kobolds could have destroyed this barn in the way that it has been destroyed. So coming back around the barn, you walk in front of the farmhouse, which is also like ransacked and stuff, and it's up to you if you decide to going into the house. If you can go in the house if you want to, or we can since you rolled such good survival checks, there are more tracks that will lead you out of this area.
I
Is it-
think we should leave and go and follow those cobalt. Is it cobalts?
Cobalt,
Cobalt. Cobalt. All right. All right.
not cobalt, cobalt
Cobalt with a D.
with a D.
All right. So, I think we should leave and go and follow those cobalts.
Yes. So there
Cassius
you
comes
can-
back and sits down.
I agree with the rogue person that we should do that, because what what will a farmer have in his farmhouse? Some
Yeah.
might have cheese.
What?
Might have cheese.
Might have
maybe,
food.
maybe not.
Well, yeah, but we were just at the tavern with food and ale, so I
Yeah.
mean, we should be good with that. And on our character sheets, it says we have food, doesn't it?
You have rations.
I remember the war. Rations are not good.
No, well, I guess it depends on which country you were in, but yes,
See.
I mean
See.
the rations weren't good either way. I agree.
See.
So
See, but we are adventurers and it is imaginary. So see, I am for continuing on to follow the footsteps that my Harry cannot see.
yes. So you follow the trail out of the farm area. I need you to roll a investigation check. Again, the D20.
Investigatory. All right.
That would be a 14 plus. Do I add anything? I add a +3, so
Yes,
so
that's
that would be 17 then.
Yes, 17.
I got an 11. That is higher than 7 this time.
Yes, and I believe let's see, where's your character? An 11. So you got a 15.
Well, what?
Did you add the +4?
+4.
sorry,
Investigation is +1.
+1.
I added that. I rolled a 10 plus the 1 is 11.
11. Yeah, my brain's stuck on the survival still. So
That is okay.
yeah.
I need to make some. I need to make an application to do this for us. To do these calculations for us. I mean, I'm sure I can convince my coworkers to help me out with that.
Yeah. I would like to see what you can come up with.
We will do that. Yes.
There's
Yeah, what?
Vincent,
Never mind.
and then Lucifer, what did you get for your investigation check?
Well, I rolled a 17 on my die, but apparently I have a -1
Yes.
modifier, so 16.
16. Yes. You got a 16. You still passed.
Oh, great.
Bliskin,
Excellent.
what did you get?
Am I rolling?
Investigation.
18.
+1 is 19. So you're fine. Cassius.
With apparently the negatives that, with all the division and everything, I'm assuming, I think it's -12.
What did you get on your dice?
A 5.
You got a 7.
How did that go up?
Abigail goes over
Where
to
did you divide?
Cassius and like starts pointing at his sheet and
Yeah.
pointing at what he's supposed to be
Right.
adding.
Right.
How do
Yeah.
you successfully run the chantry with those kind of math skills? I mean, just ordering stuff in, you're going to get truckloads of things that you thought you would.
Again,
I
This is
suspect
why the Tremere are taking the young are
This
taking
is why
advantage of him because he
Cassius
doesn't have
Yes.
that.
sends us on so many missions because he puts stuff in places and he can't remember what he did with it.
Like
why do
a
you think I
squirrel.
have them?
Well, and why do you think that they
See.
keep charging up his account?
Yeah, it makes so much sense now. Everything is just
See.
coming
It's
together.
just
See.
cleaner that way. I mean, he's paying my bills anyway, so I mean, I might as well just put it on his bill, as opposed to him saying, "Oh, here's the money that we owe for this and this and this." And I mean, it just makes more sense that way.
Mhm.
See,
So those who got over an 11 and older, 11 and over,
see.
can see there is a vine connecting a mechanism in the thicket that you're like when you follow the trail, you're gonna see like a I guess a trip wire. I think that's the right word.
Oh, so like a
But-
trap then.
A
Ooh.
tripwire made of a vine.
Yes.
Oh,
So there's a Malaysian tiger gate in here.
Oh, wait.
See, now this is a medieval world, so no grenades, no mines. This
Yep.
is good. So
yep.
might not be an explosive, but they have magic exploding things,
Yeah. And,
like
and,
the warlock.
and Cassius, you actually because your passive perception, so you don't. It's like, I'm trying to think of a way to explain passive perception.
How did I pacify my perception?
It's like just knowing there's something there.
Casual awareness.
Yes, that. It's like being super aware of everything around you. And because your passive perception is so high, you will find a small lock of hair along the trail as well.
That's impressive.
Yes. So that's also along the trail. So there's a small lock of human hair along the trail.
I mean, you get extremely meta here. Oh, it's like wits and awareness.
Yeah. I wanted to. It's like, how do I do this? I need to play more Vampire the Masquerade
High level
to
of wits.
know the game more better.
More better.
So Cassius will pick up
We're
the
breaking cat, by the way, where it's just this is a slow degradation. That's just
hair.
Yeah, you pick up the hair and you just kind of look at it. What's your intelligence modifier? Can you you look at it and you can tell it's human.
That is after the dividing by 7, or
No, I'm just gonna give it to you.
okay.
where are you dividing?
She said dividing things.
Well, to figure out the modifiers, you have to divide. It's like I can't remember how to do the math.
Why not just use the one page on the book?
Yeah.
And I just look at the character sheet.
Oh, Junie, don't worry about explaining
See.
this to Cassius.
See.
We'll explain it to him later. Just tell him that he doesn't have to divide.
Yeah, no
Ever.
dividing.
This is
No
Again.
not a
dividing.
math,
Okay.
Tremere.
I was trying to explain how the modifiers came up, and I got distracted on other things, trying to help everybody.
Oh, it's okay, Junie. You're doing just great.
See,
Cassius,
absolutely
we'll explain to him this stuff later.
Yeah.
It's just important that he has fun and sees that
So-
it's fun.
You're following the trail. You found human hair, just the lock of it, and the trip wire made out of vine, and so you got rid of that. You didn't have to trip over it or anything.
Yeah,
So
I
there
did.
we go.
With the little mold earth ability, I just wrote on the ground tripwire.
Oh yeah, that's a good idea. Is that a spell, or is that a
Yeah, it's a cantrip.
cantrip? Yeah, you can use it over and over again. So. You
And
can
I
use it more
used
than
my
once.
short bow to like cut that, to cut the wire, like to shoot so that it hits the tripwire.
Yeah. So,
All right. So I'm rolling another one of these d20s.
yes.
All right. Oh, I only got a 2.
You still cut it.
Oh, perfect. Okay, there's no more trap then.
Yeah. no
That's
more trap.
perfect.
Yes. So you got that. So you've found things. So then you're traveling along this trail, and you come up alongside a creek or however you want to pronounce it, a small tiny river.
Crick.
A creek. And
They don't call it Dawson's Creek.
wow, I remember watching that in high school. Anyways.
Cassius, I figured it out.
Hmm.
You take your ability modifier. I actually rolled my intelligence plus, I don't know exactly something else, but I got like 2 10s. So, yeah.
Gosh, we're explaining
You
things
take
to
the
Cassius.
ability modifier, subtract 10,
Mhm.
divide the remaining result by 2 round down, or to the lowest integer.
You were trying to make that less confusing.
Actually, I understood that.
He's not a math Tremere. I've tried to explain this.
I understood that. That makes sense.
Cassius is just
Yes.
trying with the algebraic equation multiple times.
Hmm.
You can tell he's no assassin.
Mhm.
He's looking around the
Cassius,
room for an
Cassius,
abacus.
look, this isn't calculus. This isn't algebra. There's no there's no curves here. It's no graphing. Just
You can't
follow
see
the character sheet.
broad
Don't
curve.
worry about
Gee, I would just
Mordecai.
take your
Don't encourage him.
just take your character sheet, roll it into a tight little ball. Sorry, I'm in a mood tonight. I don't know where it's coming from.
Well, I'm glad that you're enjoying it, Duran.
Hey,
See,
I
you said,
very much is. Am
see,
something.
this is a good
I don't
thing.
know.
Mhm.
I'm sure they said is in the Dark Ages
Yeah.
somewhere.
It is possible.
So
It is quite possible. So we have passed the
well, no,
tripwire, and
we're-
past the Trip River.
we are
and you're
now at the small tiny river.
You're in a small, tiny river, and you're following. So you're following the trail through the woods for a mile, and it comes up to a small creek, small river, and you have to get across the creek to go along the trail some more. So everybody needs to roll an acrobatics or athletics check to get safely across the river.
Hmm.
Hmm.
It says I get an adv on stir saves in rage.
That's only when you're attacking.
Oh.
And if you get really, you can
Just when you're
turn on-
raging.
You're not raging. You can turn on your rage
I can
in
turn it on.
battle, and then it causes more damage.
But I didn't have to
Plus-
roll damage last time.
No, you didn't, because you rolled a natural 20.
I got a 19, and then it says my athletics is a +2, so that would make me 21. So that's pretty good.
You deftly jump across the river creek without even having to touch the stones.
Lovely.
Mhm.
Look at
Cassius,
you
can we?
dexterous.
Oh, that's There's Toreador. They can do that with the running fast. Oh, okay. I see this.
Celerity.
Slayer.
That's the one. Yes.
Yeah. Toreador great at running away, and that's about it. Anyway,
Anyway,
As a side note, Joe, keep a hold of those Black Dice Society dice that you're using because those are awesome. I want to use them.
okay.
As a side note,
So
you're not allowed to.
let's go to this. Cassius, what did you roll?
A 9.
A 9 plus what?
Yes.
Just a 9? You rolled a 9.
Yes.
You rolled a 9. You
What
got
does
an
it say on your strength or your dexterity? Either one. There'll be a plus.
Plus,
There's a 15 on my strength.
So then
What's
you
the
got
plus
you add
there?
+2 to that.
So 17 and then 9, which is 25.
No, you just add a +2 to the 9, so it's 11.
You fall in. You
Right.
are walking across the creek on the slippery stones, and you fall in the water.
well, I
That's
rolled a
unfortunate.
20 with my athletics.
Mm-hmm.
Where did it?
Let's see. Where's your character?
That's terrible. Strength. Oh, so the +3, so 23.
You're fine. You're just like Abigail's character, and you just essentially leap over.
Well, I would just wade across it and save Cassius from certain doom.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea.
That's a life boon.
Yeah. Well, not in game, but out
They
of game,
don't.
yes.
No boons.
They don't do boons in the
There's no boons.
medieval world.
No
I thought they-
boons. No.
Oh,
You just help. you
Well,
follow
that's-
a
Some
person out.
prestation,
Why?
that's fine.
What?
Some prestation, then it's fine.
Yes. Yes. Yeah. You pick them out of the water before these fish that were gonna come and eat them.
Terror fish in the water, they're going to eat us.
Well, there were fish, but they got scared away by Gliskin.
Now I'm having flashbacks of Robin Hood Men in Tights. Help, help, I'm drowning. I'm drowning.
Let's see, who am I missing? Lucifer, what did you roll?
I rolled a 13 on my dice, and my acrobatics is a +5.
Yeah, you
wow.
can explain how you jump across. How do you jump across?
Daintily.
Daintily.
I
Like a
like,
spring
I don't
deer.
know. Yeah. Like, I just jump, and then I land, and I make the ground sparkle with blues and reds and greens using my mold earth as I land across the ground.
And
Nice. I like that. That's
3-point
beautiful.
superhero land.
Go off.
3-point superhero landing. Did everybody get across the creek just
No.
fine, except for Cassius?
No.
No. Who am I missing?
I rolled a 10 with a
You
plus
rolled-
1. That's an 11, like Cassius rolled. So I figure if he fell in the water, the ranger fell in the water too.
The ranger fell in the water. Yes.
This ranger is not good out in the wild. He is a city ranger.
Maybe
Keep
we
the
should
city.
trade dice, Mr. Giovanni.
Are you
Yeah.
like a urban
I
biome
I
or
think it's
something?
hairy. It is not
Would be
There-
an urban hunter.
nice.
There are
You need
certain
a- you-
gangrel that are like that.
You need a dice jail for your dice. And let
He
them
is a
sit there
Is
and
it
think
a
about
dice
what
that's what
they've
he is.
done.
He's a gangrel.
Is that a prison?
not very good
for
in the wild.
dice?
It's just like a little thing, like the minis. We were gonna play with minis, but that didn't happen. They're like the little minis, and you can just stick your dice in there and let it sit there for a little
Mini
bit until,
mini what?
Ooh,
like,
maybe
a
I can
mini
make
character,
these
like-
at my crafts
Homunculi.
table.
yeah, just like
Oh,
no, they don't
homunculi.
move. They just like they're
Oh.
made out of plastic, and you move them on the.
Oh, I saw them downstairs.
That's
Abigail
Little
pulls
tiny
out
things.
her phone and types in Hero Forge and just like shows to
Oh no.
Duran.
I saw
Are we
those
gonna
down-
make
I saw-
characters
I
of
saw those
ourselves?
downstairs. Those are
Come on
the
now.
little soldiers. I mean,
Yeah.
Do you
I
want
can remember
to
back in the day playing with small lead soldiers. It's interesting to see how they have progressed.
You can also make mini vampires on Hero Forge.
I'll be right back.
You don't need to. It does.
That's not a masquerade.
Isn't that against the tradition of progeny? Do you not have to ask permission to make mini vampires?
They're made out of plastic.
I don't care what you're embracing.
Okay, so this is why the kids, what they said, clowned on me. I get it now.
Sorry, they what on you?
So
Like, jumped you
the,
with makeup and stuff and a big red nose?
Harry, the
See,
Bliskin picks up you and Cassius out of the water, and
now I'm going to owe prestation to Bliskin. Excellent.
yeah,
Okay,
he
I can do
yeah,
that.
Yeah, so he picks you up out of the water.
Thank you,
And-
Bliskin.
Yes, everything is fine.
You're welcome.
As you get across the creek, you notice, you don't need to roll on this, but you notice that there are, as you're walking along, you start noticing there are human skulls on top of spears that dot the trail. I feel like I read about this with, what was his name? Dracula did this when he was human.
Tepish.
Tepish, yeah.
Ooh.
Strauss.
Not Strauss. Did Strauss do this too?
Probably.
Probably.
I wouldn't put it past him.
Okay. I mean, ugh. Ugh. Excuse me.
I mean,
So,
he has to do something to get the anarchs in Los Angeles under control.
yeah.
What,
so-
skulls on sticks. For some, it's a decor statement.
I mean, humans, the kind will eat things, deep fried things on sticks.
Hmm.
Like
They also eat deep fried like chocolates and things like. It's very strange.
Yeah, apparently if you can eat it, you can probably fry it.
Yeah.
That was something I've heard.
Mhm.
I wonder if we can eat vitae if we fry it first. Like
Hmm.
Maybe.
if you drop vitae, like I've seen these little videos where you do like dropping like dough into hot boiling oil to make little donuts. Maybe we could do that with vitae. Oh, never mind. I'll try it
Abigail,
in the
make a note.
Let me
I
make it
already
up.
have.
Do you know what happens when you perhaps put a limb into hot boiling oil? You don't. It's not pretty.
Yeah. No, it's not. Not at all. Ugh. Anyways, so you're on the trail with the
With the skulls.
With the skulls. With the
Skulls on sticks.
And you keep traveling along,
We do a lot of walking in this game.
Yeah, there is a lot of walking. You can get a horse, but that costs money. More money.
We
than
have
you
money.
Yeah, you
really?
have money.
A
Yeah.
horse is worth that.
The horse is worth at least 100 gold pieces. Probably really
How
not.
about, oh, maybe we don't have 100 gold between the 5 of us anymore.
Not
but
anymore.
we could have gotten
trees.
one horse.
Ah, you could have. Let's see here. Who's
But we
passive
can't.
sits? That has a passive. Who has? No, not that. I'll bring this up. Look. Look at everybody's character sheets because I made copies.
See,
So
that is wise.
yeah, that is wise. Very wise. I made copies. So let's see. Harry and Winston and Lucifer and Cassius. You all see you all see as you come around the corner, you see 2 kobolds roasting a pig on a spit, drooling. So, either you can stop everybody before you start this encounter, or you can just rush in.
Oh, everyone, we should stop. Do we want to actually talk to them? Or do we want to just take them out? So what I'm saying is, like, my character is asking the group in character if
See.
we wanted to.
I'm trying to think what my ranger would say. I would just probably want to rush ahead and bop them on the head.
Oh.
We
Given that
don't
their
we don't have to.
skulls pop like little eggs.
We
Like little rabbit
It'd be pretty
foo-foo
easy.
running through the
we
forest.
don't have to stab them, do we? We can just go and kind of and you know, bonk a few heads together and
Yes, I mean we
capture
don't
them.
have to kill them,
capture
right?
them.
We can
See,
just-
we can capture them. And then
We don't
I mean
have to kill
Lucifer can talk with them and intimidate them and make them wet themselves and pass out.
I
It's a
mean,
win-win-win.
I guess that's an option.
See.
Sure. All right. What does everybody think? Mr. Mordecai, how do you want to take care of this?
Hit them with my axe.
With your axe? But won't that kill them?
Worked before.
Oh, all right.
Are we negotiating with the kobolds?
You want to negotiate with the kobolds?
We might want to. Well, we are on the right track. I mean, skulls on sticks and kobolds with a piggy and stuff. So I mean, you know, it looks like we're going the right direction. What would we need to ask them? What direction should we go? Keep going that way. Okay, we know this. So yeah, we could just blow them up.
You can go blow them up.
All right, so sneaking up on them, or
Yes, so you roll a stealth. It's called a stealth check. So then you roll another one of these things. And then add where it says stealth, and make sure if it says plus 0 or whatever. I feel like Cassie's is gonna have this. Anyways,
got it.
So I'm going to roll this dice, which does not like me anymore.
breathe on it. You should probably
And-
put some magic vitae on it or something. And maybe make it more luckier.
So with all my pluses and everything, I got the 12.
That's pretty good.
That's not too stealthy. That's average stealthy, I guess.
Yeah. Cassius, what do you get?
I rolled an 11.
I know. You just rolled an 11.
So if I rolled a 17 and then I have is +7 on stealth, and then my stealth has a little dex next to it and like 2 black dots.
Yeah, that's your
Then-
expertise in it.
Okay, so then
You basically vanish from sight. You're like a Nosferatu when you're
Oh.
in Elysium and they just all of a sudden, even though they're not supposed to, they just disappear in front of you.
Oh, right. Yes, they do that, but at the shop all the time. They just hide and. Oh, delightful. Okay, so I just disappear then.
You just disappear. Nobody sees you. Just out of existence.
Yeah.
Harry, what did you get again? You got a 12.
I got a 12. See.
You're 12. And Lucifer, what did you get?
I got a 19 plus 3, so 22.
You also do the same thing that Winston did. You disappear from sight,
Awesome.
which you already do, from what I understand, very well.
Yes. Well, again, comes with the territory.
And Bliskin, what did you roll?
I rolled a 3.
Oh, yep. You trip.
Well, you're the
Fall.
distraction.
You
If I'm going to
hold
distract, I'm going to
attention.
run up to them and yell.
You hold their attention.
Ah!
Yes. Roll me an intimidation check while doing that. While the
Abigail
other
goes,
two-
oh, wait a minute, Mordecai, just so that you don't roll badly again. Here, have one of my dice, and I'll take one of yours.
Oh, I don't know. I think a 19 is pretty good.
for imitation.
Oh,
Intimidation.
plus intimidation. Oh, there's a
Yeah.
dot.
Yes.
So that's do this mathematics. 3, 6, 9. Wait. 24.
24. They stop what they're doing and just stare at you. They're not
Excellent.
gonna move.
I will cleft them in twain.
Well, just wait. Now you get to roll for initiative, and I'll roll on my end.
Oh, initiative. Yes, that's another roll.
Yeah, that's another roll. It's like the first time with initiative and going after the kobolds. We'll see who clefts them in twain properly.
15 plus 1 is the
16.
number 16.
I think if I've done this right, I have rolled a 12 plus I have 15. 15.
15. Lucifer.
I have
have
8. I am going to go way back in the line.
I
with
have
my
rolled a
plus.
15
You roll a 15.
plus 3, so that's
so it's
18.
18. Yeah, 18. So
6.
6. Okay, you'll go in the end with everybody else, like the kobold and the 6 Cassius, and then she's writing it down as I'm doing all this, like on a piece of paper, so she knows what order everybody goes in, because that's what you do. My brain's not working right now.
Abigail's looking at her like D20, and she's like, Junie, did you infuse this with some vitae or something? Because it's giving me some really good rolls. It's not mathematical. Like, it shouldn't
like,
be.
Reaches over and grabs the dice. She's like, "Oh, this is a bloodstone." Oh, wait, no, it's not. Okay.
Oh, okay. And she puts it back.
Nope,
in
I didn't do
her-
anything. It just depends on how you roll your die. I mean, but it'd be kind of interesting to make one of these things in a bloodstone.
Oh, that is. They do make metal dice as well, I think. So maybe we can get some metal. Ooh, that could be interesting.
So, Abigail. I mean, not Abigail. Abigail. And then she goes, "Oops." I mean, changes your name back to Winston. It's you get to go first. So you're stealthing up behind these kobolds.
Oh, and I have sneak attack with a dagger or something. Oh no, with a rapier. Maybe
Yeah,
I should
you
try a
can do
rapier now.
So
So
you roll your d20 coming up from behind them.
all right. I only got a 10. Okay, maybe this dice isn't so good
Plus-
after all.
Did you add your +5 to that?
Oh no, I did not. So it's 15.
Yeah. So you got 15. Now take your diamond die, your D8, and then take a D6 and roll them together,
Oh, so these two, okay.
and then add a +3 to that. Just
So
to
6
the.
and 8 is 14, and you said +3, so that's 17.
Tell me how you just eviscerate this kobold.
Oh, I take my rapier and I slash and slash and slash and it just I take his head off?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yes,
Yeah.
I'll take his head off.
You take his head off. Okay. And then now it is Bliskin's turn. You just watched
Cleft.
the
Cleft
the
him.
you cleft him. So roll me your d20.
A 12.
You do
I hope-
hit him. You meet
Oh.
his armor class. Meets it beats.
Plus 3 for strength.
Yep.
Plus something. So now what?
I mean, now what? So
I didn't have to roll before.
nope. Now you get to roll. So roll. Let me. There's a dice that comes that we haven't gotten to use yet because it's just been a bunch of d6s and a bunch of d20s, and so this dice that has 12 numbers on it, that is a d12. So you're going to roll that.
Strange how they have a pentagon. But
Yeah.
they make a pentagon into a 12-sided die.
Yeah, I know.
Some mathematics to that somewhere.
Yeah.
10 plus.
Tell me how you also eviscerate this kobold.
I keep it at 20.
And just like last. Good job. So we're out of initiative. I apologize. We just needed to do that because them's the rules.
Yeah, no, that
I don't. I follow.
that's fine. See,
That's just fine. So now there's just 2 dead kobolds and a where am I at? A pig roasting on a spit.
we forgot to do this in town, but there were innocents watching us, so we couldn't. But we should go through the bodies here. Do the kobolds have pockets?
Not really.
Be
Dude.
expecting.
They have pockets, but not the kind of pockets you want to dig into.
Well, they might have coin.
Maybe.
They're kobolds, bright shiny stuff. I don't know.
Maybe they have
Magic
weapons.
rocks, weapons.
If they're
They do
little
have
dragons.
weapons. They have clubs. They have clubs on them.
I went hunting with a club once.
But how does
Small club, only about 12 members.
Oh no, not that. No.
that? Not that kind of club.
No.
We were in a club.
A club, a wooden stick.
See.
Yeah.
A hunk of branch.
Oh, you are making a.
See,
Oh, Mr.
This is my
okay.
night for making funnies. Relish in it because it does not happen often.
All right.
I'm going to.
I like the cornage one. That was fun. That was a good one.
Grazie.
Yes.
You want us to put relish in it?
Well, if you can't catch up,
I think we just killed Cat.
Look at that dog.
And my friends, we must muster our forces.
I'm like, no. What?
Oh no, that was worse.
Oh,
Yeah,
my
since
dad-
we're going with hot dog toppings, we might as well throw some cheese on there. This is really cheesy jokes, man.
Psychic damage. I feel it.
Oh, 1d4 psychic damage. Ow, my brain.
see, okay,
Okay,
so they have nothing of value. That
They
we
don't
would
really have anything of value
so,
on them at all. No,
Grazie.
not at all. So we have made it to let me pull this over so I can make this way. I don't like when read this. Anyways, I'm trying to do other things while playing.
You good?
So we're at part 2 of the adventure.
We've made it through part 1.
We've made it through part 1.
Go us, and none of us died.
Yeah, exactly. So we're gonna pause here in the middle of the game while we're playing. Do you have any questions or concerns before we continue on?
What happens when we kill all the kobolds?
Then at the end of the module, Your characters will get all the XP added
Oh,
up
right.
because I keep track of the XP as we go along.
What is XP?
It helps level up
Experience
your
points.
character.
It's like in a video game.
Yeah. I don't know.
Oh,
Yeah.
like a score.
Yeah, the
Yes.
score. So then your characters will level up, and you'll get more things per level. So level 2 will give you something. Level 3 is where the fun starts in the game. To me, at least.
I don't
But
know.
didn't-
I've been having fun so far.
It
Yeah.
seems
Me
fairly
too.
fun.
One.
Yeah.
See?
Yeah.
See?
It gives
Oh
you.
my gosh, Cassius, you're having. Oh, I am so happy. This is now my favorite day. Cassius has now had fun doing something that mortals do. This is
It makes-
delightful.
It makes me
This
wonder when
fun
he
came
like
from
leaves a
reporting
table
all
to
the
go.
Masquerade violations.
Yeah, for masquerade violations. It makes me wonder if he's actually telling people about that. No, it feels like you are. But yeah, so I am so glad that I got to run this game for you. This makes me happy. Anyways, we can continue on if you want to.
See.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. So out of character for Steve, do you want to continue on since you just left a note?
It's up to you. Like, we got about 20-ish minutes to go, but some of that's going to be taken up with the after stuff. So
I think
we could go for
pause
about
here.
15 more, probably.
15 more? Okay. Yeah, just let me know. So we're going to continue on to part 2. The Temple of the Dragon Knights. Now I'm back into character. So, now you're getting ready to explore. You're at the cave. The entrance. The trail had led you to a cave, and that's when you eviscerated the 2 kobolds that were roasting a pig on a spit. Now you go in to the cavern, to the cave, and it is extremely dark, except for those that don't have dark vision. So the characters that when I built them that have dark vision, Cassius, you have dark vision. You have dark vision up to 60 feet. Bliskin, you also have dark vision up to 60 feet. None of this is in color. It's all in black and white.
And Harcourt also has dark vision up to 60 feet. His sheet says.
Yes, so Harcourt has that, and then so does Lucifer. Lucifer, you have dark vision up to 60 feet. The only person that when I made these pre-gens that doesn't have dark vision is Winston. Winston can't see anything.
That makes no sense, being the rogue and thief, and you would be working in the dark all the time. And we're strolling in, going la la la. We can see everything, and you're like, okay, hang on, hold my hand. I can't see anything. That's kind of awkward.
Yes,
I mean,
however,
that's the way the cookie crumbles, and that's the way the cookie crumbles. I mean, we treat it like anything else. We just use different skills. I wonder what I have that could help me in this case.
you can look in your if you like scroll down under your main character sheet, or scroll down. If you flip to your second page of the character sheet, because there's 4 pages or 5, I can't remember. It will show you in the adventuring gear what you have. So there might be something in there that you can use.
I have a torch.
You do have a torch.
I have a torch. This is perfect.
So you can light the torch.
Excellent.
It'll give a little bit more. It'll make it easier for you and the rest of the party to wander the cavern.
Okay, so I'll use a torch then. Perfect.
Yes. So, as you make your way in to the cavern, you're immediately attacked by 2 winged kobolds that you did not see.
Winged kobolds.
They have
Winged
wings.
kobolds. They have wings. They're like gargoyles, sort of, in a weird way. But they're not. They're like little dragon.
They turn to stone.
They don't turn to stone. Not at all. No, they don't turn to stone.
I'm
But
confused as
easiest
to
way
how
to
they're like
describe them.
gargoyles.
Can we
But
turn them to stone?
You could probably turn them into stone. Yes. Yes.
But I don't know if I can. I don't think I have any magic or anything like that.
I would like
not
to
like that.
shoot one with my bow and maybe actually do something
Oh
successfully.
yes.
Yes. I'm just gonna keep your initiative rolls from last time. So, and then we'll just continue on in the order that we went from. So I think now it is Lucifer's turn. After that.
Oh, excellent.
So.
Can I reach them if I go to hit them with a stick?
You can try to hit them with a stick. They are
Okay.
well, no, how high is the cavern? Let me look at how high the cavern is when you walk in. It doesn't say here. Why doesn't it say here? What? I want to rewrite this. Yeah, I'm just gonna say that you're gonna be able to hit them with a stick. So.
Okay. I'll grab my stick in both of my hands and I'll swing with shillelagh.
Shillelagh,
Yes.
Yes. Shillelagh.
Okay.
So then roll your d20.
Oh no, that's not good.
What'd you roll?
I rolled a 2 plus 6, so that's an 8.
The one that you went after dodges out of the way from your stick that's coming at it.
And I yell in frustration. Ah! That's all I have.
Yeah. Now
Sounds like a child's tantrum. I don't know.
Let's see, who am I missing? I think I missed Harry out of that one. So Harcourt, I'm gonna put you in there.
No. It's. I was after Lucifer and before Cassius.
Okay, so you're after Lucifer. Okay, there you go.
Si.
Sorry, I didn't. It is your turn now to try to attack these.
I will use my bow.
You will use your bow to try.
Well, with an arrow. I'm not going to hit them with my bow. It would be using a hammer to count in screws, kind of thing.
Yeah.
And I rolled a 5.
5 was 8. Yeah, no, it goes right through the middle of these two flying wiggin kobolds, out into the darkness.
Duran, let me see your.
But I can see how far the darkness is, so
Yeah.
I can watch my arrow and go, it's over there. I will go get it in a minute.
Duran, let me see your 20 dice.
Cursed.
He takes it and his hand lights up in flame. And he brushes the ashes out.
Grazie.
Here, use one of mine.
Grazie.
Abigail hands another one just in case. The metal one, maybe the heavier. Maybe I don't know.
Grazie.
I like these dice. These are nice. Junie, thank you so much.
Yeah, you're welcome. You're welcome. I'm glad you like them. I like them too. My favorite dice. Anyways, let's see. Now it is Cassius's turn. You have 2 winged kobolds in front of your face. Not in front of your face, but there.
I should make one of them explode.
You should. How are you planning on making it explode?
The blast thing.
Blast, the Eldritch Blast.
That's the one.
Yeah.
Eldritch Blast.
Eldritch pew pew lasers.
That is a 19.
Yes, you hit it. Roll your this time I'm actually going to have you roll a look for a D10. They kind of look like a spin, like a top.
These.
Yeah, like those. So then you roll
4.
4. You blast off its wings, but it's still alive.
That's disappointing.
And now it is their turn because we were at the end of the initiative order, and I finally get to try to attack you. And
They get a turn. Interesting.
they get a turn.
It is only fair.
It is only fair. I never
Suppose.
could get you two to attack because you would attack so quickly when it came to it. So the one that lost its wings is on the ground and doesn't look very long for this world, but the other one is going to go after Cassius because he shot the wings off of his friend. And what is he? Comes at you with a let's see. Oh yeah, he got that. So he's gonna try to hit you for an 18, which I believe hits your armor class or hits you in general.
My armor class is 11.
It is an 11. So you're going to take bring this up. You get a winged flying thing coming at you, and he's gonna come and hit you with 4 piercing damage to your shoulder.
So that is the hit points.
That is the hit points. Yes.
So I have 6 left.
Yes.
Okay.
You're okay. You're okay. But now it's top of the round, so it is now Winston's turn.
Oh, and this cobalt is trying to attack Cassius, or is attacked Cassius.
It has attacked Cassius.
All right.
There's one on the ground that he shot the wings off, but
and it's still on the ground. Is
Yep.
it facing away from me?
it's laying prone on the ground.
All right. I'm
Means
just
you get
going
to take, which means you get to roll at an advantage.
Oh.
So you get to roll 2 dice.
Oh, that's delightful. Okay, let's use. Okay, so I'm going to use my my rapier again then, I think,
Mhm.
because it's long and I don't have to get too close to the thing.
Yep.
All right. So I rolled a 12 and a 16. So I have a 16 plus plus nothing, plus something.
Plus something. Let me look at.
Plus 5, I think.
Yeah, you plus 5. So
So a 21.
yeah, yeah. I'm not gonna have you roll damage on it because I don't think you're gonna roll less than a 1. So
Oh.
you just stab it and it goes down.
Okay, yes. That's
Mhm.
that's perfect.
That's perfect.
See, I've avenged you, Cassius. I
That's
have
why he hires you.
avenged. I've avenged
Yay.
you, Cassius. I've avenged you. See, in character, right?
In character.
Okay.
Luskin, it is now
Right.
your turn.
Left it.
What is around me?
You have one flying kobold, the one that attacked Cassius. Stabbed him in the shoulder.
Ah. How far is it away? Can I reach it with my axe?
Yeah, you can reach it with your. You can just stand up and just like that. You're
I will
pretty
do
tall.
just that.
I'm gonna guess that you're about 6.
I'm a dwarf.
Or you're a dwarf. Whatever. I'm gonna have you jump.
Flying leap
Yep.
at a 10 plus, no, 13
You hit a
plus numbers.
numbers.
Little round dice.
Yeah.
A 7 plus strength, you said? 3.
Yeah. Plus
10.
3. Yeah. Oh, now you take it out. You have avenged Cassius too now.
Huzzah!
So
I will
going
lick the blood off my axe.
yeah, you lick the blood off your axe.
Why
We are
you
going
like the
to-
blood?
Offer some to Cassius.
We're gonna act like we're continuing on, and we are going to. It looks like we're going to stop this session of Vampire Meets Dungeons and Dragons.
Yes. So thank you for everyone for attending this experiment,
Yeah,
which
it
was
worked.
super fun.
Yeah,
Yeah, the session continues long into the night as Cassius eventually figures out that the dividing numbers thing doesn't really apply to most anything on the character sheet. So thank you everyone who showed up and watched. Thank you for any bits or any subscriptions. We're going to do a quick outro, and then from here we're going to raid over to Prince, who's going to do another quick change, and then he's going to be running Philly by night, which is awesome. You should all stick around for that. And when we raid over to Prince, make sure you click on the Rolling D20s underneath the video. That transfers you over, that gives them an extra view, and it helps them out entirely. So we're going to do some quick outros. Let's start once again with our very special guest, Kat.
I'm Kat. You can find me on Twitter, TikTok, and Instagram as Dead in the Glow. You can also sometimes find me on the various Discord servers, also as you can find Kat or Dead in Glow. If you find me, then you found me. Yeah, I had a really fun experience doing this. This was actually my first time storytelling a vampire game. Not DMing. I've DM'd a lot in the past. So thank you for letting me use this as my first experience.
Thanks for doing it. Yeah, it's super appreciated.
Thank you for being here.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Next up on the list is over to Cliff.
Evening. I'm Cliff. I played Duran Giovanni, playing Hardcore Krishna, playing who knows what. This is Inception level stuff going on here, apparently. Duran's going to go home and sacrifice his dice to some dark lords because they really don't like him. Still had a lot of fun, and the jokes were good. You can find me on Instagram and various other places as The Vintage Self. You can also find me Wednesdays running storytelling for our Changeling 20th Anniversary Chronicle, Toronto by Day, Tales from the Rookery, with an amazing motley who do all sorts of fantastic stuff. And that's, you'll find me other places here and there, etc. That's me. Next up.
The next time we do this, it'll be your vampire characters playing your D&D characters playing Call of Cthulhu.
Oh,
Wait, and then change
I want to be there.
Keep going into the Inception. Next up is Mike.
Hey, Mike. I played. I can't remember. I'm taking a name out of my head.
I don't know anymore.
Guy playing Bliskin, Snake Bliskin, the dwarven barbarian who has yet to rage, but he's good at cleaving things in twain. You can catch my pre and post COVID cosplay adventures at Canadian Captain America on Instagram or CDN Captain America on Twitter, at least if Instagram is still up. You can catch me here normally on Saturdays at 3 p.m. in the Delves into Darkness crew, where we're a bit more serious. Not really. You can catch me on Sundays at 2 p.m. playing in the Phandalin by Night game, run by a great DM and a great group of people. Also on this channel, 2 p.m. PST. You can catch me Tuesdays DMing my own game of Would-Be Heroes on Tuesdays at 6 p.m. PST, also on this channel. And I think there's a few more things in the works that I still have to talk about.
And Prince.
Hey everybody, I'm Prince, aka Dimples and Dice around the interwebs. You can find me at Dimples and Dice in most places. You can also catch me at my sister station, Rolling These 20s, which, as Steve said, we'll be raiding into right after this. So make sure you give us a like, follow, all that jazz, and follow us on Twitter. We got that game going on at 9 p.m. Eastern Time for Saturdays, and then on Wednesdays we do Cyberpunk Red at Trauma Teen Chronicles, where we play a bunch of I guess emergency workers who should not be doing that job at all, but it's been a fun time. We saved a bunch of people at a amusement park, and then bad things happen. So come watch, you'll see what bad things happen to us next.
And that way, Joanna.
Hello, my name is Joanna. You will find me at Hyro Gardner on Twitter and pretty much nowhere else except here. You will. Now I was playing Abigail, who is playing Winston the Rogue, and you will also find me on Wednesdays at on that Changeling game that Cliff is running as Lara Applewood, the Pisky who likes to steal a lot of things. And I am pretty sure that we've already mentioned Vampire the Masquerade in that game. You can check it out and go back and see it. And I personally just want to thank Kat for making this a reality, because honestly, we've been dropping the meta of the Dungeons and Dragons and the Critical Role all over the place. We did it last season, and to actually be able to finally do it after talking about it so long, bloody amazing. Love it.
I'm not even into that of the watching it yet, so
yeah, no, it's cool. But
That's the best part.
You'll catch up
the
eventually.
fact that you are able to run this with, just such a ragtag group, a ragtag coterie, we thank you so much for that. You are amazing.
Thank you.
Thank you.
you're welcome.
And Sarah's stuff we'll throw over in the chat right now. And I'm Storyteller Steve. So yeah, pretty much everybody's already mentioned the stuff. Tune in back in tomorrow for the Vandalin by Night. Sunday, 2 p.m. PST. Would Be Heroes, Tuesday, 6 p.m. PST. Changeling will be Wednesday at 3:30 p.m. PST. And then come back here next week for more Vampire, because we'll be back on our regular kind of schedule for...
Canadian Thanksgiving is October the 11th, so we will not be filming. So that following week, we will actually not have a Delph game.
Yes, that. What she just said. And if you have funds available, hit up our Ko-Fi, hit up our Patreon. We've got a ton of awesome content on the Patreon. It basically is... There's a couple things that are still in the pipe to come out soon. I believe Duran and Mordecai are going to be talking soon.
Yeah, we might have been up to stuff.
We might have some clan stuff going on, some more clan meetings. We already had a venture meeting. And yeah, it is time. Once again, thank you all for viewing. We are going to hop over to Prince and the Rolling D's 20s crew to see what fun stuff that coterie gets into, and how they make awesome life decisions and nothing ever goes wrong in Philadelphia.
Yeah, nothing ever goes wrong.
That's what I keep hearing. All right, so we will see you next week, and have a good night, everybody.
Hey.
Peace.